with a mind like steel. Truth-telling's his weapon, he's the real damn deal. From Witsit to Hubris Valley Ranch to Vlad's Rage, he's lighting up lives with a sailor's rage. He ain't no skeptic, just a bullshit slayer, with a cup of rum and a truth conveyor. When someone says they control the sky, he just smirks and says, nice try. He's unfornicated, no fluff or spin, debunking the madness again and again. From flat earth fools to the art brigade, he's cutting through crazy with a sharpened blade. It's the unfornicated declassified files tonight, and the STD report is locked in tight. Where STD means stupid theory debug, he's dropping truth bombs while he's getting drunk. In his Hawaiian shirt with that sailor grin, he'll call out they, who the hell's them again? No patience for myths, no time for pride. He'll bury bad science and let facts ride. He's unfornicated, bringing truth with style, laughing through the chaos all the while, with the rum in his hand and logic on deck. He's sinking dumb claims like a shipwrecked wreck. He'll say they're lying, he says name one. You say Earth's flat, he's already done. You bring a wild claim, he brings the heat. Dance the truth storm you'll never beat. Yeah, unfornicated, living loud. No tinfoil nonsense allowed in the crowd. He's the sailor of sanity, the rum-soaked guide, keeping reason afloat while conspiracies die. So here's to Dan and his fearless style, sinking fake news with a tipsy smile. If you're spouting garbage, expecting owls, he'll roast you only unfornicated, declassified files. where sounds abound. Unfornicated won't be bound, tearing myths from the ground.
Shit. I'm talking on mute. Thank you for that, guys. I scrolled back up because I was trying to check and say thank you, everybody. Let's try this again. What is the Dirt Venture stream without audio problems? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Same as before, nothing's better. All right, real quick, I just want to say welcome, everybody. We're going to get to some housekeeping things here real quick. So, welcome to the Speakeasy of Truth, the back alley of evidence, the underground arena where claims get tested. This is Unfornicated. So we only have 3 rules here. And these rules are going forward for these live streams. They are basically facts over feelings, receipts over rhetoric, and make a claim. Own it. And the burden of proof. I'm your bartender, Dano. And grab a seat, grab a drink, and let's get to it. Now we got the audio problems sorted out. I would like to say real quick, thank you to Jim Daniels for the $2 super chat because he could. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate it. As well as the 10 memberships, which went to Icy Spin, Monkey Cat Papat, Deplorable, Probing Time 666, CJ, Something, Roger That 007, Nick N, Illusion, Abarax. Thank you very much, Jim Daniels. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Also, like to say welcome to the Unfornicated, to all those members, as well as Stop the Stupidity and Tori Hanzo, who both just purchased memberships. Thank you very much. Enjoy your badges and your emojis. I need to work on the emojis a little bit. This is the first actual live stream we've had where this has been active, and when you work on a 480 by 480, you think they look good until they get into this window over here. When they get into this window over here, they tend to get a little bit, well, at as Blackburn said, it's really cold up here in New England. That's why I'm in a hoodie, not a Hawaiian shirt. So we have a little shrinkage problem with some of the emojis. So hopefully we'll get those through. Anyway, hopefully audio's down up there now. So, Kobe Emporium, hello, kind sir. Get back to work. Um, yeah, I've been pre-gaming because we are covering some really bad derpitude today. And the funny thing is, it's not really about Flat Earth. Well, it's sort of about Flat Earth. At least one of them is. But we're opening 3 case files, and we're going to have field reports in from the Drunk the Bunk show, from the meet and greet going on right now in Boston at Fire and Ice. So if you're in Boston and you're looking to grab some dinner and meet up with a internet celebrity like Mike, now's the time to go. If you're not, don't worry. We're going to call Mike and we're going to put him on the stream and we're going to have him do video and we're going to say hi to everybody who's there. Who's there? I have no idea. We'll find out. So, it's Saturday with the lawn of screaming. Okay, well, don't go to work then. Go to housework. Quick question. So yes, I would like to also call out the 6 individuals who purchased their memberships right out the get-go. Geek G was my actual very first one. In which case I say thank you, sir, because it was very much appreciated getting that first one out of the way. It amazes me that you people want to support this channel, and I greatly appreciate it. So that being said, I want to call out a few people real quick. And we have, like I said, Geek G, Doodle Sound Labs, Jim Daniels, and Calder, and Bob Knoll, and Dougal Dog all got their memberships. Excuse me. So thank you for being the group of first and for purchasing your memberships and supporting channel. I really can't thank you enough. That being said, Max is in here. Welcome, Max. We're going to do a little quick announcement before we get to tonight's derpitude. The Humblies are coming to you live Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UTC. Figure it out from there. We have going to have 3 guest presenters, actually 4. One's a surprise, sort of. The other 3 is Steve's Creepy Van, Max from Yerba Mate Talks, and Mike from the Drunk the Bunk show. Each one has 2 categories they're presenting. I gave them full creative control to do their segments how they please. So what could go wrong, right? I'm still looking forward to it, just like you guys are. So hopefully you guys can meet us here and be here with us when we do that. If not, catch it on the video on demand, and we'll catch up with them. The other thing we're going to be talking about tonight is going to be top left, because, look, they haven't announced a finalist, but there's reasons why the nominee I put forth that I'm going to be working on the video for is going to be a finalist. But we're going to cover that later. I promise. All right. So what are we actually going to? Tori, yes, Tori, I'm sorry, you got ignored too. Tori bought a membership too. Thank you, Tori, for that. I appreciate it. The screen's moving pretty fast, Tori. My apologies. So tonight, we have 3 case files. Social media claims that are almost too absurd to believe for normal people. But we know the conspiratards are far from normal. And including one of them that thinks gravity is a button for NASA to push. Not because gravity is optional, but because these people on the internet keep acting like physics is like an option in a setting menu. And like I mentioned, we'll have our live reports in from the Drunk Debunk show later on. Hopefully we'll be on Discord. I do have Discord up and I'm waiting to hear from him. I'm getting messages now saying that I can't have audio. Great. Thank you, Tori. I didn't see that till now. Appreciate it. You guys keep me on track, and I love you all for it. So besides the support for Super Chats memberships, the support of keeping me on track is also helpful. So CSA says, I have unfair advantage in top left with the last minute device discovery. Outside of that, CSA, he was a strong contender. But that one, like Toon was telling me I had to go out and get Roger to openly lobby for him winning this. Now, Harold and I, and Harold's on this dream team that I have, along with D-Vids, Conspiracy Music Studios, and us two. The four of us are of the meaning of the certain idea that the video we showed on a nomination alone makes us a finalist with no anything else. There's nothing else we need to do. In fact, that could be the standalone video, and I think it would garner some points. However, why stop with a mere 30-second clip when you can make a 10 to 20-minute clip of all the dumb things that Roger has said? And it's a lot. Now, I'm going to be a little honest. Mikey Smith's going to be a hard person to top. But the dream team that I'm on and the subject matter we have, I think we got a chance. Oh, and I bribed Mike today also. So take that for what it's worth. But yes, we do have a little bit of unfair advantage because Roger goes on daily and talks. But we're going to cover some of that today. Yes, there is such a thing as too much dumb, Steve. I greatly, yeah, I couldn't agree more. But that's why there's 4 on the team actually 5 on the team, because Mike Gurney's on the team, to spread the derp around so none of us end up erasing the wrinkles in our brain any more than we have to. But it's getting there. But there's certain reasons why Roger's top left, and we're going to kind of cover some of those today. So if you didn't see the nomination stream, didn't see the video I'm talking about, don't worry, we're going to play. But let's sort of like, let me get my notes up here. So what are we going to talk about? Well, our first case file is going to be called Project Anchor, in which gravity is going to turn off for 7 seconds, according to social media. We'll get to that one. Case file number 2 is going to be the Leviathan is waking up near Virginia. I shit you not. I'm not making this stuff up. I couldn't even make this up if I wanted to. And case file number 3. How many of you remember Dr. Stephen Alonzo? Now, we all knew, more or less. We had strong indications that he was never a doctor. Well, now we have actual proof, and we're going to show that. So, let's check in to see if Mike is reading messages or not. I'm not sure if he is. Hold on. Let's check the phone and see if he's going to be replying today or not. Because Mike is notorious for, well, not answering shit. So let's just send him a quick message here. Let me know when you all have food and drinks. And we will do a field report. Now, what are some questions we can ask these wonderful community members who are joining Mike for dinner? I got 2. hopefully you guys can help me out with a couple of them and decide whether or not it's worthwhile. So here's what I have. I have, what evidence would you accept for the Earth to be flat? And a second question is, what conspiracy, meaning not the mainstream narrative, do you believe? So we'll be hitting those people up. I know Rubik's is there. I know Mike is there. I know Jess is there. She's not off the hook. We're going to put her on the hook too. I think Boston Contras is going to be there. And who knows? Maybe somebody else is there too. We'll check and find out. Maybe Red showed up. I don't know. We'll find out. Donnie, I think so. We'll get to it. It gets a little weird. Lindsay Moe, Hanby was derping on Facebook again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, this is what I get for holding off on my award ceremony because of sickness and work and everything else. So life gets in the way. So, all right. So we have, let's see, let's move Discord over here as soon as it will. Hey, come on. Come on. No, thank you. There we go. Okay. So let's start with tonight's derp. Now, I don't really know what kind of drinking game we can do tonight. Besides, if you're going to face palm, you should do it with a shot glass. That's about it. Because we kind of cover a lot of bases tonight, and there's no common thread that we can pull through, except how derpy it really is. So we'll go through it. All right. First and foremost, we are going to talk about the claim. Ready? Case file number 1, Project Anchor. Now, let me know if you guys can see this. We're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of zoom in a little bit here and make sure that everyone can see this. So, the claim is simple. On August 12, 2026, gravity turns off for 7 full seconds because, of course, it does. And apparently, NASA knows. And they're preparing for it, but isn't telling the public. And supposedly this is based on leaked NASA documents pertaining to Project Anchor in 2024. So let's see what else we got here. The project's budget is $89 billion. And its goal is to survive a 7-second gravitational anomaly expected on August 12th at 14:33 UTC. It's going to last 7.3 seconds because decimals and implied granularity and perfection leads to credibility, right? What else? What will happen? Well, look, they even told us what's going to happen during this time. So 1 to 2 seconds, everything not secured will rise. People, vehicles, animals. 3 to 4 seconds, objects will continue to rise to 15 to 20 meters. 5 to 6 seconds, panic and chaos will ensue as people hit ceilings. 7 seconds, gravity returns and everyone falls from whatever. So why is it whatever and why is it a screenshot we're looking at? Because said Derpling, who posted this on December 31st, deleted it and deleted his account. Now, this was posted on TikTok and Instagram. And it was shared so many times that it was downright pathetic. I'm trying to get the actual numbers it was before it was turned off here. Let's see. Let's see, how often was this shared? But it was shared like thousands of times and like thousands of times. I mean, look, you can see here it has 61,800 likes. Like, people believe this shit. Now, it'd be one thing if it was just one person saying this shit, right? But then we have Hustle Bitch. Who remembers Hustle Bitch from our radar segment about anomalies and radar going offline and shit like that, that obviously is nothing but a clickbait farmer? Well, he jumps in the action now and goes into the same thing, just silence. Anyone question is labeled a conspiracy theorist. Theories range from black holes to deep space anomalies, and critics say if this is pure nonsense, the details are way too specific to ignore. Sure. If it's fake, why does it have a date, a project name, and a budget? Again, that sort of precision leads to the credibility. It increases the credibility for morons like you, Hustle Bitch, and anyone else who believes this dumbass. So we all know that we can look at this two ways, right? A simplistic way and a little more advanced way. The simplistic way is mass attracts mass. So for this to happen, that means Earth's mass is going to have to, I don't know, disappear for 7 seconds. And what causes that? And how does it come back? I mean, those are adult questions to ask, right? Well, maybe in essence, they think space-time is like a Wi-Fi router, right? You can unplug it and plug it back in and it reboots in 7 seconds. I mean, that's the only thing it can be at this point, right? But maybe we're just talking about clickbaiting. I mean, yes, the first guy deleted his full account, probably out of embarrassment. Hustle Bitch is a known grifter, engagement farmer. We know that gravity can't do this, but maybe there's got to be somebody who also watches this, right? Somebody else who maybe says something like this. Oh, wait, this has got 89,000 likes. Huh. Let's see what this guy has to say.
And maybe that's why all these billionaires are building bunkers.
Let's restart that. Hold on. Here we go.
Gravity for 7 seconds in August of this year. Yes, back in 2019, NASA discovered a massive black hole. I think it's like a twin black hole. Twinsies. Anyways, it is sending some sort of gravitational ripple through space, some sort of massive energy that I can't even comprehend. I won't pretend to comprehend it.
Okay, here's a clue, bud. If you can't comprehend it, you can't understand it, why are you posting a video about it? How about you shut the fuck up, do some research, and look for yourself? Or I know, how about you ask somebody? Because if you don't understand how gravity works, maybe a lot of people don't look into this that deeply. I get it. You obviously didn't take physics in high school. I question whether or not you passed high school and graduated, but I digress. Yeah. I don't know. Seems a little odd, right? But let's let him finish.
Yeah, and that's going to potentially cause some sort of gravitational interruption in Earth's atmosphere in August of 2026. And maybe that's why all these billionaires are building bunkers.
So, a guy who doesn't understand how any of this shit works thinks gravitational waves are going to create something in Earth's atmosphere, and that's why elites are building bunkers. Can someone make this make sense? Because I'm not following. It doesn't matter if you're inside your house, outside your house, or whatnot. You're still going to be, quote unquote, affected by this anomaly. All right, hold on, but let's go back. Remember, this guy said we're only going to go about 17 to 20 meters in 3.4 seconds. Okay, in 7 seconds, we're going to be moving at, let's see, 9.8 meters per second squared is going to be, where is that? It's going to be 9.8 times 49 times a half. So we're talking about 240 meters. So that's 800 feet, roughly. All right, your math's wrong already, bud. So, of course, no one checks the math, right? We do.
It's not a polar shift. Well, I mean, maybe that's what causes polar shifts. Who fucking knows, right? Certainly
Science knows. If you'd stopped taking electives and chose a science class, you might have learned this.
not NASA. For the record, NASA stands for never a straight answer, or not a single astronaut.
Oh, God. Another moon denier, space denier, and everything else. He's probably a flat earther, too. Wouldn't be surprised. CK coming in hot with a membership. Thank you, CK, for joining the Unfornicated, as well as sending 5 gift memberships. That went to Joe Black, Professor Bill, Professor Phil Bell. Why do I keep calling him Professor Bill? Don't ask me. It went to Charles Arnold, Liz Bow, and Donnie PW. All got memberships. Make sure you thank CK for those. And let's hear what else Derpling here has to say, because fuck me.
Wouldn't it be crazy if Project Anchor leaked online a couple years ago, and basically it outlines, why did I say basically like that? Basically it outlines that the government has set aside 89.
So his source is the text from the video. Now, if you do a search for Project Anchor and NASA, I believe it's about either A, doesn't exist, or B, it's something similar is about water treatment and water something. There is no Project Anchor and gravity. Excuse me, that's been leaked online for anyone to see. It's all, what's the term? Oh yeah, bullshit. But yet his source is the guy who made the video, and it's the text file of what he said. It's got to be true then, right?
$1 billion to set up to survive this 7-second window where Earth loses gravity. Wouldn't it be crazy if the expected casualties are 40 to 60 million people in those 7 seconds will lose their lives? They're predicting that things that aren't tied down will rise 15 to 20 meters in the air.
No, we did the math. You're wrong. The other thing is 40 to 60 million people. If a bunch of people are floating in the air 800 feet, how do you quantify 40 to 60 million people? Are you going to say people are outside? So you're going to take, what, half the Earth? Because I'm assuming you hope it's a globe at this point. Half the Earth is in the sun. So of those, depending on what half, right, is in the sun, since, you know, they do that picture where, was it 90% of the population is in sun at one time in June, which, you know, makes sense because the southern hemisphere has very little population, but compared to the northern. So what if it's over, where the sun is? How many of those people are going to be outside? So how are you quantifying this 40 to 60 million out of curiosity? I'm curious how you're coming to that number. Because I know that at roughly, let's see, 10 before 9:30 in the morning in New York City, there's probably close to 1 million people walking around the streets outside, going to work or standing around or whatever. Then we got to include, cities like London and, I don't know, places in Florida, places in Europe, like, Paris, Madrid, Oh, and then we can keep going all the way across, however far that goes. Yeah, I don't think your numbers add up, but
It almost sounds fun. What if we just like cushion the whole world? Just make it like a big cushion. Wouldn't it be crazy if Earth is going to lose gravity for 7 seconds in August of this year? Yes, back in.
so this is what we're dealing with. This is the stupidity. So where did this shit come from? Well, like I said, this first person, the first thing I showed, the first graphic, is someone called Mr. Danya of. And in this lengthy post that he posted, of which I had to go get a screenshot of, says all the things that I read off to you, and it was going to be caused by the intersection of gravitational waves produced by colliding black holes. Now, even people who are skeptical still post dumb shit. So if there's going to be a lot of injuries when everyone comes crashing back down, if this was to happen. Yeah, Claire, I don't think you did the math, because if there's a lot of people outside and they're falling from 800 feet, something tells me there's not a lot of soft places to land. And then the other one that someone says, why is the assumption that everyone and everything would float up, and away? Obviously, they don't understand how gravity works, but whatever. Wouldn't you just stay in place unless acted upon by an outside force? I mean, forget it. I can't even say it. All right. And of course, what sentence wouldn't be perfect, or what conspiracy wouldn't be perfect without this sentence? Makes for a great psyop to get everyone indoors without forcing a lockdown. That's right, everybody. We're being forced indoors for 7 seconds for the governments to do something. Hold on 1 second. I'm streaming, and you can also pull up the laptop out of my bag and play on that. Teenage problems. They're obviously more important than whether or not gravity is going to disappear for 7 seconds in August. Dad stuff. Okay. So, I mean, we can all agree this is dumb, right? I mean, beyond belief. You would not automatically float. You would need to push upwards. Okay, true. But you're not like, your feet aren't necessarily going to stay on the ground either. Because, I mean, for gravity to go away, that means the mass has to disappear. So that means what? The Earth disappears. And it glitches out to another dimension, I guess. I don't fucking know. And at this case, and then comes back 7 seconds later, it'll be at a different place than somewhere else, I guess. Look, none of this fucking makes sense, and I don't believe there's people who actually believe this. But yet, 89,300 or 500 people thought that this was worth a like. Make it make sense. Please make this make sense. So, I remember back when I was a kid, there was a rumor going around that California was going to slide into the ocean at a certain day in the time in the 60s. Hey, Rich, I grew up in California, in Southern California, right not far from the San Andreas Fault. Guess what? That rumor kept going well into the 80s and 90s, and until you get old enough to realize that you're just going to spin off and eventually replace Japan, and Japan will replace somewhere in South America, and South America will replace California. I don't know. Either way, it's all fun stuff. So, Quee bought magnets. Okay, see, there you go. Everyone listen to Quee. He knows what's going on. Yeah. So I guess this is flat Earth adjacent, since obviously he thinks that space is fake. And I mean, he doesn't say Earth isn't a globe, but I don't know. I kind of get that vibe from him. I don't think he believes in a lot of things. Actually, I take it back. I think he believes in everything except things like science and math and, well, reality. But I digress. Now, you might be thinking, all right, 3 examples. What more could we possibly have for this, right? What more could we possibly, I mean, that's a small cross section of people. There can't be like a lot of people who believe this. I mean, it's only a like, right? It's only a little heart sticker that they clicked. Well, let's go to TikTok. Because if you ever want to pulse on what's going on with social media, TikTok is the place you go for the dumpster fire of reason. Look, a bunch of AI videos. Oh, look, a link. Oh, here's one about 96,000 about 2 guys who don't always understand what's going on. Um, yeah. I haven't clicked a bunch of these, but I'm really hoping that there's some debunking videos in these. If you want proof that TikTok is a shit show, well, here's your sign. Uh, yeah. Oh, 7-second rapture. There's a good one. Yeah, that might be it. The rapture people might hold on to this and say that it's a test to make sure that the uplift is going. I don't know how all this shit works, to be honest. No one explains how any of this shit works. They just spend some time saying something. It gets shared virally for whatever stupid ass reason. It has a shred of credibility because they have exact numbers and decimal points and budgets and names of projects, and not a single fucking one of them decides to pause and say, that doesn't sound right. Let me look it up and find out. In a time when everybody has one of these, they refuse to use it, except to watch stupid shit like this. I have little faith in the upcoming generations about whether or not there's going to be any expertise anymore that's not driven by some sort of social media channel. I don't know what else to tell you. Blackburn says, you know damn well there's going to be hundreds of idiots out there who are going to be posting on TikTok to social media. Oh my God, I felt the gravity shut off for 7 seconds. Yes, and every one of them will be a liar. I think I had an ex-girlfriend once who said that she felt the earth move for 7 seconds, but then I was done. All right. That's their first derpitude for the day. Let's just checking with Mike. Okay, well, Mike's not answering, so there's that. We might call him, and I might put him on speakerphone. So, Steve was waiting for that joke. I'm sorry I'm that predictable. All right. What's the second case file we're opening? All right. So first and foremost, we can thoroughly stamp this with the unfornicated stamp and call this, God, what was that word again? Oh yeah, bullshit, and move on. Case file number 2. The Leviathan in Virginia is waking up. Now, let's define it, right? Because we're talking about something that's different. So let's go and find out what the Leviathan is. Now, no coincidence, this started on Facebook. Before we get started, Geek G's just sent 10 Unfornicated gift memberships that was received by Steve6464. It was our favorite, one of our favorite DJs, because Max was one too, Sarah Jones, Clarence, Merv, Roy, Zane. Man, the window keeps moving. There's got to be an easier way of doing this. Brianna, Tim, Binge Thinker, Alt Trucker, Port Claire, and Citizen 9. Thank you very much. And Jim Daniels, not to be outdone, adds another 10 on top of that, which goes to Steve's Creepy Van. Brenda Creates, Ken Zacy, Sick Doctor, Grounded Extracts, Wesley, Whale Panties, Connor, Low Fruit, and Rocinante Gold. So thank you very much, Jim Daniels and Geek G, for that. Very much, very cool. Yeah, so all the cool kids got them. Thank you. It's always nice when they go to all the people that we know, just because it's just funny that way, I guess. I don't know. It makes me smile. You know, like to see like Icy Spin and Monkey Cat Pat Pat be like one of the first ones to get one of our gift membership. It just made me laugh because it's like, oh, well, they're helping me behind the scenes trying to run this show on a daily. So that's always helpful. So that's always great. All right. So now I'm all distracted. I don't know which way to go. Case file 2, the Leviathan. That's where we're at. All right, let's pull this up, shall we? So again, from Facebook, no fucking surprise there, right? Because that's where all the real science is done, is on Facebook, everybody, if you didn't know. Oh my cat, the Leviathan is waking up near Virginia. This is why they are creating a fake snowstorm and manipulating the weather so they can freeze it because the military base is in the area. God, there's so much derp in just a single fucking sentence. Let's work our way back. Yes, is there a lot of military bases in the area? Yeah. Norfolk is not far from there. It's kind of like, you know, up here's a ways. I'd be more concerned about North Carolina, I guess. I don't know. But they want to freeze it to protect the military bases, I guess. Okay. And they're creating a fake snowstorm. So is the snowstorm fake? Is the snow fake? Or are they creating a snowstorm using, I don't know, what's a good thing that could create snowstorms? Oh, like FERP or something stupid, right? Next Rad Radio, radar, or something like that, right? Are they creating a fake storm artificially to put the giant snake in the Atlantic Ocean to sleep? And how do you know it's waking up? And out of curiosity, since the head and part of the neck is almost the entire length of the Chesapeake Bay, what does the Leviathan eat? Out of curiosity. Is this why all the boats go missing in the Bermuda Triangle? It's not because of the rum, right? It's because of the Leviathan. Dude. And again, it's one post, right? I mean, there wouldn't be a second post or anything like that. Oh, there's this. Oh, and look at Mr. Reaction Face right here. Look at Mr. Reaction Face right here. Oh, no. So this is what everyone's talking about? They're trying to freeze the snake. So this to this. Now, I don't know. Call me a cynic. But the picture on the left looks a little manipulated, right? I mean, these two pictures don't really look alike, right? Uh yeah, I don't fucking know what to tell you at this point because I don't have words for this shit. So this is the Leviathan post, and it's basically a screenshot from Google Earth, a little imagination, and a refusal to accept that humans have pattern recognition, right? Like it's kind of what got us out of the whole throwing sticks and living in caves part of our evolution. But this snake that lives off the coast of Virginia, and we don't know what it eats, would could actually be like an artifact from a satellite or maybe some land masses or God forbid a manipulated photo because it's not like AI does that anymore. Uh, here's all the proof you need that the Leviathan is waking up and they are creating a fake snowstorm to put it back to sleep. Yeah. So is it global warming that's waking it up? I don't get it. Like, why isn't it awake during the summer then? I have many questions that I would love answers to, but Christopher Archer seems to not have any. Uh, yeah. Okay. So pareidolia, right? Humans are pattern machines. They see Jesus in toast. They see monsters in map shading. They see the Ark of the Covenant in a Dorito. Doesn't make it true. It's, oh, God. But, like, again, at least two people decided that this was worthwhile. At least three people were worthwhile to post. One, the first guy. Two, this person, lovely Sunshine Moss, and this idiot here who's doing a reaction video of some sorts that she got the screenshot from. But let's just see, right? Like, let's go to TikTok. Oh, wow, look at all these search terms. Leviathan 2026, Leviathan in Ocean, Leviathan Awakening 2026, Leviathan Awakening, Leviathan update today. Holy crap. Oh, let's see 2026. Oh, look. 1, 2, 3. It moved. Oh, that's not AI at all. Oh, God. This is why the channel exists. And I hate to just sit there and point and laugh at stupidity, but you fucking have to. I am convinced there's only two ways this is either A, people are really fucking stupid, which, to be fair, is quite possible. It's more than plausible. Or B, social media has created such a clickbait environment that is monetized that they will take and run with any fucking thing in the world and are not above lying about it or creating AI about it to make it work. Because, come on, seriously? Like, come on, that's got to be fucking satire, right? Uh, I, oh boy. I don't have fucking words for you at this point. This is where we are. All right. Am I caught up with is that the same one? Yeah, it's the same one from Jeep Daniels. Okay. Yes, Cygnus. Flirts are soon to be considered the smart ones. Look, I pre-gamed and I already need a refill. Like I have a hard time wrapping my head around people are this fucking stupid. But then there's flat earthers. So like I honestly don't know anymore. I really don't. Here's the thing though. If they can make winter storms, okay, to put the Leviathan back to sleep, okay. Um, they're using their power to what? Bury the Northeast in 18 inches of snow, like I had at my house just this last weekend. Uh, they're doing it to rain on everyone's fucking barbecue during the summer. And apparently, HARP, NextRad, or however they're generating the storm, is now being used for Atlantic serpent pest control. Right. Shouldn't we be using this weather modification for I don't know, against enemies to make them spend all the money and not have us declare emergencies and have hundreds of thousands of people without power, people getting fired because they can't get to work because it's a fucking whiteout blizzard, um, stupid shit like that. Speaking of which, if you see me readjust myself in my seat quite a few times tonight, my back is totally hosed from shoveling 18 inches of snow multiple times, and it does not feel great. I'm getting old. What the fuck can I say? So let me put it bluntly for the conspirators out there who might think this is true. The government's not hiding the Leviathan from you. It's on Google Earth. You have no evidence, no measurements, no, you can't even answer a basic fucking question about this quote unquote Leviathan. You are on the mud flood level of stupidity, mud flood university level of stupidity about what these creatures would eat, how they would survive, and like how there's not a fucking tsunami every time it burps and farts. It's not a sea monster. Okay? It's not. This is what happens when your brain gets lonely and starts making friends out of pixels. When you need something exciting to happen in your life, or you need to make next month's rent and need to come up with the craziest, most absurd fucking idea in the world and post on social media and hope it goes viral. But here's the thing, if you're the first, doesn't make you the one who makes the most money though, does it? Okay, saying she's done 4 feet of snow a few years ago. Yeah, there's been a few times we got a couple feet. Um, Luckily, this time around it was really dry and fluffy. And if I had a leaf blower, I probably could have used that. But what doesn't help is when the fucking plows, after you go to sleep, dump a 4 foot pile of compacted snow and salt and ice behind your car. That's kind of a fucking dick move, if you ask me. Um, So, by the way, just a little reminder, guys, if you want me to read something, tag it or send it a super chat. I'll be happy to go through that. I could have marked this as members only live stream. Oh, I learned something new today. Look, YouTube gave me a bunch of buttons and I haven't started pressing them yet. So you don't know what the fuck's going to happen now. You give someone like me a bunch of buttons and my ADHD, goddamn. Weird shit will happen. But you know what won't happen? Gravity won't stop working for 7 seconds, and a Leviathan won't come out of the Atlantic Ocean near Virginia and eat everybody. Okay. Let's see. Let's check in with Mike, who's still not answering. Great. Should we call Mike? Let's do a poll. Will Mike pick up the Discord call? Let's see how that goes. How many of you are cynics? Yeah. In other words, I had the ice wall around the outside of my Forerunner and no room to get enough momentum to back through it. So I had to shovel, and I'm definitely not going to. All right, so we're doing a vote. Yeah, we're gonna call Mike regardless. But I'm curious, how many of you think he'll pick up? Caller just he posted a picture about a half hour ago of him drinking a Jack Daniel's ginger ale with me on screen. You know, looking at myself on screen, I really hope I'm not that pale and it's the coloring of the picture or your TV and not me. Because damn, I look like a fucking ghost there. Icy Spin with the super chat. One of my all-time favorite Friday night streams when you covered for Mike, Good Times, 9-hour streamish. Yeah, I think that one was an 8-hour, and I think we played trivia, which we haven't done in a while. We still can. It's the glare. Okay, good. All right. How many votes we got here? We got 23 votes. There's 38 of you watching, and that's more than half. God, 74% of you say no. Wow. Now, to be fair, Mike didn't set, knowing I was going to come on with Tune, right, for my nomination. Do you think he preemptively sent me the link so I could just log in and jump on? No, I actually have to ask for it. And he's like, oh, whoops, some friend I am. Yeah, Mike, some friend you were. So is my friend Mike going to pick up the phone, or is it some friend you are going to pick up the phone? Let's find out. Ready? All right, Steel City. I'm gonna go into a sideways story real quick. When I was in high school, I was small. I was 4'11" as a freshman. But I took pride in that when I played baseball for the JV team that I had white pants, very white pants for our home games. I didn't like the dingy look. I liked bright white. I also wasn't a regular player, so it's not like I was getting dirty every game either, but that's beside the point. I was the defensive specialist. I was the guy you called in when you wanted to sacrifice bunt to get the runner in scoring position or steal a base. That was my 3 skills in life. All glove, no bat. But it turned into a joke of Casper when during a night game and the lights reflecting off my very white pants and my little ass legs, stealing a base. And they said it looked like I was floating across the dirt. And Casper sort of stuck for a little while until I changed schools. Thank God. Yes, Calder. I was 4'11" as a freshman. I am now 6 foot. Let's call Mike. Oh, Mike. Mike, are you there?
No, hold on. Let me put
Oh,
on. Oh shit! Come on, am I live? Hold on.
yes, you're on live.
Yeah, he's live. Dan, we planned. All right. Yo, what's up, Dan?
Yo, how's it going? Hold on, let me pull you up. Let me pull you up on screen here.
All right. Hold on. Let me.
All right, let me. I gotta move you. Hold on, I gotta move you to the right screen. Let me turn off my camera so that way you are nice and bright.
Yeah. Hold on. Go ahead.
So let's transition over. It's everybody. Say hi to Mike. Hi, Mike.
Hi. And over here we got Rubik's and my sister.
Wow.
This is Boston
How does Boston not have Wi-Fi? You guys look like you're on a washing machine and like Minecraft characters. Hi, Jess.
Hi.
Okay, so you got a collection of 5 of our community there, correct?
What was
We
that?
have Sister Kathy, we have wife Jess, we have It's Rubik's, we have Boston Concerts, and we have you.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, one, I would like to say that your community who's with me on the live stream tonight had zero faith you would pick up the phone because you weren't replying to any of my text. And 74% of them said that you would basically ditch me.
That what?
70% of them said that you would refuse to answer the call.
Oh, refuse to answer. Well, they don't know me very well, then, do they?
Well, no, I mean,
How
no,
dare
'cause
you,
don't-
my community?
No, because you don't even answer text. I have to actually call you while you're at work for you to pick up.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
They have them.
So, how's
Sorry,
dinner?
it's loud here.
They have everything else.
Luckily, we
How's
can't
what?
hear the background. All we can hear is you. So
I
that's
never.
good.
Thank you, though.
All right, good. That's good. Noise canceling is fantastic.
Yes, noise canceling is a great thing.
Oh, it's a fucking birthday. Hold on.
Number 7.
Another birthday. This is birthday number 7.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah, put the
for fuck's
camera
sake,
on
look at
Jess
him.
or Boston Concerts. Not you, Mike. It's better to talk to Jess, I think.
You want to talk to Jess?
No.
Oh.
No,
Sorry.
I'm saying it's better if we look at Jess.
Here, let me put you in my ear so I can actually hear what you're saying. Hold on. All
Yeah,
right. So yeah, I'm
CSA,
taking a
if
personal
he
call
was
now.
smart, he would have just like, declined the call. So, all right,
Oh,
well,
I
hey,
see. All
I
right.
got
Fair
questions
enough.
for
We'll be
you
quiet.
and the group.
All right.
So the questions are this. One, what are you guys eating? Oh, look,
Streamception.
leave it to
All right,
Boston
go
Concert
on.
to make it weird. All right, so what are you guys eating? What's the
Well,
vibe like besides multiple like birthdays?
we had a lot of noodles and rice. There's a lot of noodles and rice. We had pastas. Oh, we're re-upping our drinks. And then yeah, I had a lot of shrimp, steak, chicken, lots of chicken. Rubik's had steak and chicken, and Boston Concerts very rudely ate before this.
So he had tofu.
Yeah, he was like.
So
Sorry,
okay,
he's
you guys,
listening-
everyone,
he's
you heard it
listening with a
here.
delay.
Boston Concert had tofu. So so all right,
We said, "Fuck the tofu."
so I have a question for you to ask the table. Actually,
Yes.
I have 2 questions, okay? And I want to hear people's answers, so you can either relay it or you can hand them around the phone. So the first
All right.
question is, What conspiracy are they apt to believe? Name one
Okay, all right.
conspiracy that they are apt to believe. Meaning a conspiracy, meaning something against the mainstream narrative.
All right, all right. I'll ask Jess first since she's right here. So, what conspiracy are you apt to believe?
Wow, that look says it all.
Just says none.
Okay,
Oh,
thanks for playing, Jess.
Don't form an opinion until I have some sort of facts and stuff to very thoughtful thoughts.
there you go. Did you hear
Okay.
that?
I sort of heard that, but
All right.
yeah, that'll work.
All right, Rubik's. What conspiracy are you apt to believe? She says she doesn't look into conspiracies because they're all bullshit. That's smart.
You know,
Yeah, yours could be political.
I'm okay. Go ahead, Kathy.
Oh. Wait, what? What? Oh, my sister says that. Oh man. Wow. My sister says the attempted Trump assassination is a conspiracy.
Okay.
That he set it up himself.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to believe that. All right. What about Boston concerts?
She set it up and stuff.
All right. What do you think? Yeah, it's impossible. The 20. Yeah, there you go. You have it. Boston concerts is. The Earth is Rubik. Rubik says the Earth is donut shaped.
Okay.
All valid things. I think that the Earth is room shaped because that's all I can see with my eyes.
There we go. I see
Uh-oh,
Spin
Jess-
wanted me to remind you that the first question you should always ask when you get to be seated is not how many is in your party, but what the password is to the Wi-Fi.
Yes, the password for the Wi-Fi is the most important thing.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously, all right. So now this is your turn. You have to answer this
Yeah.
because you're not free from it.
All right. Let's see. A conspiracy that I'm apt to believe. No, not chemtrails. I don't know.
You know, I'm disheartened that everyone at the table doesn't watch my channel, obviously.
I mean, honestly, no. It's the SS Liberty.
Yeah.
Now you have me convinced on the SS Liberty.
Well, that's because I brought receipts. That's why.
Yeah, you brought receipts. Yeah, but still. There's another one. But I forget what it is. It's the Rubik's Cube theory.
So
The time
Rubik's
traveling
Cube theory.
Rubik's Cube.
Oh, time traveling Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. So the Rubik's Cube theory is that you know how people can solve the Rubik's Cube in less and less time. Well, there's going to be a point where the Rubik's Cube can be solved in negative time, which would then turn back time. So the whole thing is that, like, what was it, Hasbro that makes the Rubik's Cube? That they are actually creating all these Rubik's Cubes to be solved in negative time, which will bring us back to we can time travel with Rubik's Cubes.
Yeah, chat's not buying it.
Listen, you're just not open-minded enough. You're not looking for the truth, Dan.
So I asked Olivia on the way home tonight which one she believed in, and she's a proponent of the dead internet theory, that most of the internet and the content creation now is done by AI and bots.
Right now?
Yes.
Wait, so am I AI?
Well, she said most.
Most content creation is AI and bots.
And
okay,
if you,
all right.
you spend any
like,
time on
like
TikTok,
Mr.
you know
Beast?
that's true.
Like Mr. Beast is obviously one of Elon Musk's earliest androids.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, Olivia's over here nodding her head, so she agrees.
I believe.
Yeah. So that's a good one. Tell Liv that she's got her mind open, and I like it.
Thank you.
She's sitting here.
Yeah, what's that?
All right. Well, I tell you what, I'll let you guys get back to dinner. I hope you guys are having a great time, and save me
We
some
are.
dessert.
All right, we'll save you some dessert. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye.
All right,
Love
everyone,
you.
wave bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, I'll talk to you later, bud. Well, there we go. There's our field report from Fire and Ice in Boston. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, there was a lot of echo. I'm sorry. Yeah, I realized that after the fact that my desktop audio was going back and forth with the microphone. So I'm sorry about that. They look like Leviathan believers to me. Yeah, real Cygnus. I think they do too. So funny thing is that that the gravity thing we covered. One thing I didn't actually show was that I found a video that basically said, I'm not going to be able to find it again. I know, because it's just because TikTok has so much shit on there. It's hard to like differentiate between it all. This guy basically said that it's going to create a time traveling corridor around the pole because it's going near the pole, and the inhabited part about Greenland and military bases are there. So of course, why is that weird? And everything else. And this is the stupidity that we deal with on a daily basis. So hopefully this is why you're here, is to learn about stupid shit like this, and at the same time realize the depravity of the intelligence of the human race. How we are the ones who evolved to make tools, I will never understand. So, where are we? Yes, Icy Spin is definitely a bot. Icy Spin says, hell yeah, put in the work. Thanks for the call. Thanks for the $2, Icy Spin. I greatly appreciate it. So yeah, so we checked in with Mike. Maybe we should have had him ask the waitress what their conspiracy they believe in. Maybe we'll call him back. We'll see what happens. All right, that was a nice little halftime break to check in with Mike. Let's talk about Dr. Stephen Alonso, shall we? Because, well, he's a fun character. Now, for those who don't know, I had to mute that. Dr. Stephen Alonso. All right. Now, everyone should know who Dr. Stephen Alonso is. If you spend any time in this community, you should already know. But in the event you're new here and don't know, let me introduce you. So this is Dr. Stephen Alonso. He is a distinguished figure in the worlds of academia and technology. And at the young age of 30, his work has already impacted both domains profoundly. But perhaps what's more fascinating is his early retirement and shift to life more in tune with nature. Yeah. Now, he's been on FTFE, The Final Debate, Tune. He's been on a lot of channels. And in fact, one of the first streams I caught was with some Zoo crew members, and CK actually pulled me into this when we started going over Dr. Alonso's workout regimen, his flat earth fitness, and he showed his doctorate, which was, I believe, written in crayon. So what does this actually mean? Like, what do we have here, right? I mean, like, well, the beautiful thing about the internet, and specifically um, things about uh, like being able to check references and sources and stuff. Now, Stephen Alonso basically claims to be a PhD in electrical engineering and computer science, I believe. Hold on, let me check. Yes, computer science and EE. So one of our members, and he went to York University, which is based in Toronto, supposedly. So one of our members, Marcus Leach, sent out an email. And in that email, he asked, I am writing to ask if the CSEE department at York has ever had a PhD student named Stephen Alonso, and if so, whether his dissertation is available in the public record. And the reply that came back was this. Hi, Marcus. We have no record of a Stephen Alonso at York University. Pretty cut and to the point, I think. Dr. Alonso, well, actually, let's just drop the pretense here. Hey, clusterfuck Alonso, you're not a doctor. This basically equates to academic stolen valor of sorts. I don't necessarily put it on the same level. Anyone can claim to be a doctor of almost anything, really, and no one gives a shit. But in this case, I do. Because some of the stupid shit that you do is put out things like a textbook, a science textbook. He has a Flat Earth University, which is an online school and uses stock footage from a building in Belize. And is incorporated out of the state of Montana or Wyoming. I forget which one. Not a real place, not a real thing. And I call bullshit on the retirement claim. But that's just me. So. Yeah, that's where we stand. So basically, the wonderful thing about this channel and the people that support this channel are part of this channel is we want receipts. We want you to not hide behind the I make no claims, cowardice bullshit, to stand up and make a claim. Saying the earth is flat is a claim. Saying it measures flat is a claim. You have to produce evidence that supports that, and not just cherry-picked evidence, because we will tear that apart. We want your actual evidence. We want stuff that you've done. You can quote other papers like Feynman and whatever else, but you better make sure they agree with you wholeheartedly on all aspects of your claim and not just cherry-picking one little sentence saying, this is it. Because if you don't do the math, you don't do the science because you can't be bothered, well, how's that go? Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, the Sagan standard, or claims made without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. There we go. So those are our 3 case files tonight. That basically covers a lot of what we had going for tonight. I'm not ending the stream yet. Don't go anywhere. That is basically where we're at. That's the derp dispatch for today. Bruce Wayne says he got his doctorate from a degree mill, while also saying that Bruce Wayne wanted to be a neuroscientist but didn't have the brains for it. I see what you did there. So, Jim Daniels dropping another 10 gift memberships. Wow, Jim. You're really doing the work tonight. Thank you very much. I don't know what to say. It went to Greg Nysky. It went to Alex Strand. It went to Zeb Tepe. West Side Girl Reacts. My Mom Bakes Cakes. Rick Shout. Tyson Dog. And Orion Cooper. Again, all people that we all know. As well as F3124E4. And 8 Kiwis. All these people I've talked to multiple ways. So Billionaire Jim coming in the clutch, gifting even more memberships. I think that's 30 on the night. He's going for that MVP. So Jim, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. I guess I should start doing some member-only content now at some point. At whatever point. So let's go back here. Let's bring this down. Let's transition back this way. The last thing I wanted to cover tonight, and that's because of something Wetcast said today. He said, Flat Earth Reconnaissance is your top left winner, and denying it is basically denying reality. Nick N comes in with when Alonso says retired, he meant unemployable. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Geek G just dropped 10 more memberships. Holy shit. Thank you, Geek G. Those went to, God, I got to get my glasses. Wick Casey Reese, Huge R's, one of my favorite content creators. Diver Dan Navy Vet, another Navy vet, which I'm always appreciative to see. The Unhinged Bulldog, Mike Hatch, Mark E. Australia, Riley Bow, Richard King, Shifty Eye Shady, and Specs. Again, more people we know. This is great. I love it. Bruce Wayne wants to ask, what's the difference between physicians and software engineers? Good question. If you did get a membership from Geek G or you got a membership from Jim Daniels, make sure you thank them for the generosity. I thank them like the generosity. Thank you very much. Yeah, dodging them like Neo. Isn't that the truth? Keep your shirt on. Yes. No, I don't do the shirt thing. That's not going to happen. I better get the auto readout fast. Yeah, no shit. I need to start, actually I need to talk to Max. He has a plugin for OBS that allows me to highlight super chats and also do a few other things. Look, these buttons are new to me. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet. And to be perfectly honest, they're pretty cool. And the fact that you guys are here supporting the channel means a lot to me. I can't thank you enough. So back what I was saying, something what Cass said. Now, look, Sam is Flat Earth Reconnaissance he's a very valid nominee for top left. He is main character syndrome right up there with Mikey Smith. He believes he knows everything. Definitely knows more than all of us normal people. But software engineers like coding. Yeah, no shit. Physicians don't like coding. That usually entails some sort of electrical device to restart your heart. Never a good thing. So Sam is a valid nominee. He really is, as is Mikey Smith. And to be perfectly honest, looking at the nomination list, I think that my own nomination of Roger Ledwell faces some stiff competition. Now, this team that's working on Roger Ledwell, we're all rookies. We've never submitted one before. But I like our chances. Now, you're probably thinking like, that's a little bit of hubris, misplaced. But you'll be wrong. So why are you wrong? Well, let me just show you why you're wrong. Or better yet, let me have Roger tell you while you're wrong. Okay? Let's go with, well, actually, hold on. This is me introducing a new segment. The new segment is going to be, I'm still working on the name, but it is going to be Roger Rabbit's Cartoon World of Physics, or Roger Rabbit's Acme Academy of Science. In fact, they even have their own theme song.
Who's afraid of basic physics? Roger Ledwell, Roger Ledwell. Living in a world of tune tricks, where the earth is flat as hell. Please, Roger, show your work. But you can't, 'cause you're a jerk. Roger Rabbit's tune physics, where his bullshit meets its end.
That's right. We are in time for Roger's Tune Physics. Sometimes I feel like we're punching down, but then he kind of says something that, well, words don't really describe it much. Like, words, it's hard to imagine somebody saying these sort of things. And, well, let's talk about his nomination. His nomination, if you didn't watch Toon's thing, it is great. I'm just looking for it here real quick. The problem is I have so many different ones that you can't do them all, because like there's just so many that you can't run them all through because your brain just starts getting smooth. So let's go to NC Tune. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Order.
And let's do this. I'm going to turn it up a little bit because it gets a little loud, or it doesn't get loud enough.
One of these guys to take with me to Antarctica. What do you think? I can tell where the refraction is and the gravity, all with a little camera and a gauge. That'll do it.
Camera. It needs a camera to find out how that's ridiculous.
Well, it's a refraction.
Probably pull the it'll pull the sun out from behind the physical line, curve. It'll pop it back up and refract it up again.
So they pull up a urine-specific gravity refractometer because he was looking for gravimeters. And he wants to take this specific digital one because he saw it was digital, because, it does the math for him. And he's going to take that to Antarctica for him to test gravity and test the refraction and pull that sun that's disappeared into the vanishing point back over the horizon and prove that there's a 24-hour sun or not a 24-hour sun. I don't fucking remember. Whatever it is. But this right here is why he's nominated. But that wouldn't just be enough, though, would it? I mean, we also have this.
So as the world spins, this helium-filled rocket's still sitting on its ass.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our globe lives.
So we're down to 2 hours and 3 seconds is what it looks like. No, they're counting up. So what are we counting to? It went to 7 now. What is the count at? Where's the real counter? I want to know.
Roger thinks that the timer appear in the upper left-hand corner. That's giving the actual time in UTC or in Eastern time and also UTC. It goes back and forth between 7 and 0700 and 0200, right? He thinks that it's counting up. He's like, where's the timer? I don't know, Roger. Why don't you look in the upper right-hand corner that says when the window up and opens and when the scheduled launch date is, where it says 2 days, 6 hours, 56 minutes, and 43 seconds, or 8 days, 19 hours, 37 minutes, 44 seconds for the launch. That's the scheduled launch. It's in 8 days. How you can't see the fucking timer in the upper right and you keep looking in the upper left and thinking that's the timer, that makes you a top left nominee. In fact, that makes you the quintessential top left nominee. Yes. Who has Evil Producer's link? I meant to save it and I didn't. I saw it on Whatcast. I saw it on Whatcast. I saw it on the Whatcast thing this afternoon. Yeah, the graphic, the PDF of the P1000. Spelled PEE, by the way. If you have that link posted in the chat, that's obviously a worthwhile post. Holy shit, I need to get a refill. Okay, but you know, you're thinking, that's fine, right? That's whatever, right? But then we can talk about the actual whole countdown
meter. Do you guys?
No.
Nothing on screen. I guess it's not. It's too early. Let's see. I want to figure out.
Yeah. I think. Well, never mind.
So not only can Roger not see this, but his whole band and panel of sycophant morons, none of them see the red boxes in the upper right and will correct Roger or see it for themselves that it's counting down. Yes, Mikey Smith sued the CSA and got his ass handed to him, but yes, he has main character syndrome. He is the only person who has ever photographed a star and calls telescopes and radio telescopes and wants to compare videos of stars in the firmament and calls art galleries and libraries to put pictures, specifically his picture of Sirius up on the wall. All top left on their own and combined as strong contender. But you have someone so sure of what he's looking at, and he's not even looking at the full screen. He picked a urine gravimeter and just skipped over the word urine. In the full clip, they think urine is a typo. Let that sink in for a minute. They thought the description and title of the device that said urine specific was a typo. But wait. There's more. And more is he's taking on geodetic surveying this week. And he is working hard at putting in the work to teach everybody with his vast experience of emptying garbage cans at the USGS to tell everybody how it really works. Ready for this?
So I just wanted to show you the company that handles all their software for their stations they have where they get their coordinate systems.
Yeah.
This it's really kind of weird though. These people use a software company that they can do things in a 3D software company. It's basically like a gaming thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So all their equipment is programmed with this stuff, and I had it at the website.
It's the
So there's one company that does all the software for the theodolites and total stations and everything else in the world. Now, let me preface this. I see Spen sent me a mostly complete graphic. Here we go. Let's download this. Here we go. The Nikon PP1000, including the Lady Flurf trigger funnel, not tested with Karen's unkempt bush. The new Nikon PP1000 is the latest in handheld pocket urine SG refractometer. It's perfect for breathing the flat Earth. Globetards will not know how to respond to the readings you get from your refractometer and specific granitic measurements. The PP1000 has an extra large fluid repository for all your foundry needs. The PP1000 is easily triggered by inserting your third leg. For all your lady first, we include the special lady trigger funnel. For the adventurous flirts, we have our optional Antarctic kit. The kit includes extra batteries and a special heating coil attachment. That heating coil looks a little long in the bottom of that screen, but I digress. Thank you, evil producer, for that. Oh, you sent the last text box too. Okay, let's see what the last text box says. Here we go. The kit includes extra batteries and a special heating coil attachment to keep your third leg warm and avoid shrinkage while you trigger the PP1000. To avoid electric shock, you must use the attached grounding strap. Oh, God. So, this is what we're dealing with, folks. Now, I'm going to pause before I pick. There's a next clip right after this where he's talking about the software company. Him and I think it's D-Man or Chris Connolly, one of his other regular panel members, is talking. And it gets rather racist, to be fair. I'm actually hesitant playing it. I mean, I want to spotlight the racism, but at the same time, I don't want to give it a platform. So it's kind of like a weird sort of thing. But here's what I'll do.
Let's play this, what this company is.
So this is what the company is. It is Novastar, okay? Now, when you look up Novastar and who they are, it should not surprise you that they don't necessarily do software for theodolites and total stations. What do? Oh, well, they do LED control systems and LED screens. So those entire banks of LED monitors, this is the controller to make them into one screen. How he got to this being the company is beyond me. I don't know how he got to here. Like, he started here being wrong and he ended up here even more wrong. I don't know how we got here. Yeah, 6-7. It baffles me. And he goes on to say that this company is run by Pakistanis, and nothing against Pakistanis, mind you, but then they use racial epithets while they're talking. Again, not platforming it, but just out of curiosity, let's click the About Us. 37 branches serving corporations and retail clients worldwide. Okay, I'm not dropping frames, but I'm somehow getting disconnected or reconnected. I don't know what's going on here. So let's try that. I'm gonna add it. I turn on the Wi-Fi to see if I can get two different ones that goes back. All right. So before I got disconnected again, before I get disconnected one more time. So supposedly this Pakistani company that provides the software to all the theodolites and auto stations is called Novastar. And their corporate offices are including a European office, North America office, South Asia office, Korean office, Indonesia office, and Australian office. I don't see a single one in Pakistan. Now, there is a press contact for the Middle East and Africa, but you would think somewhere they would have a rather large building or a presence somewhere, and I'm not seeing it. So Roger is wrong about the software. He's wrong about the company. And he's wrong about the people who run it. Has anyone really been that wrong in the span of 3 sentences? No, I don't think so. But wait. But just wait. It gets more.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen 1/3 of the stuff that's out there, man. There's probably a lot more on Earth, like in places we haven't discovered, and like in the South Pacific, there may be like a whole continent over there with crap on it.
That's
A whole continent in the South Pacific that we haven't seen. Now, there have been thousands of sailors and people in airplanes who have flown over the South Pacific. How big of a continent do you think that needs to be there? You just said we've only seen 1/3 of what's there. So that means there has to be a really big continent in South Pacific to make up the other 2/3, right? I don't understand the math. I'm mad. I'm empty. Here's the thing. I've sailed the South Pacific. There's no other fucking continent down there. There's a whole lot of water and a whole lot of islands. Coincidentally, a lot of what I sailed around looked a lot like what shows on a globe. This includes going from the Indian Ocean into Perth, from Perth down to Hobart, Tasmania, from Hobart, Tasmania up to Hawaii. You kind of cut across the entire Pacific Ocean that way. If the continent is 2/3 of the missing world as you think it is, we probably would have ran into it. But we didn't. Hey, Roger, get out of your house and take a trip if you're not on the no-fly list. Take a cruise. Fucking stow away on a cargo ship, for Christ's sake. Do something. And last but not least, I have this clip for you. And Toon, this is for you.
Oh, I'm being nominated for the Top Left Award by Wesley this year. So
Who cares?
Go vote for me, please. I want to get it.
So, I don't know if Wesley's still here or not, but if he is, he'll tell you. Wesley didn't nominate him. I did. And a bunch of other people did. But I did on screen. And So I'm not Wesley. That's the first thing. A second thing is, yes, you're nominated for top left because you keep saying stupid shit. And yes, please go vote for Roger when the video comes out. You heard it from Roger himself. He wants you to vote for him. Nick, he may be willing to help with his nomination video, but here's the thing. He already has. I cannot begin to tell you how much he has helped with his video, because this video is kind of like the Coke recipe. It's under wraps. There's been a few clues given out as far as the framing of this entire video. And I think when you guys see it, you guys will be, well, especially, I think you're going to cry. I think you're going to pee your pants. I think Toon has to make sure he comes with his A game, because, man, do we have a lot of derp to choose from. That's right. Big Fish nominated him first. He stepped all over my shit because I wasn't getting on FTFE stream because I was doing something. He had to jump the gun. But it's nice to know that Big Fish is on Team Roger as well. So it's okay that he nominated him first. I nominated him best. Because that urine gravimeter is just, I mean, seriously, you could turn that in as a 30-second clip and say, I'm done. Yes, I know, CSA, you are biased towards Mikey, and I get it. And you have every reason to be. But when it's all said and done, CSA, I think you're going to change your vote. You're going to have to. Yes, here's Wesley. Wesley is here in the chat. So Wesley shared something else with me. And I'm going to bring it up here. Because words kind of fail me to describe this. So let's do that. Let's do that. Come on. Come on. Open. Thank you. Open. And last but not least, open. So I want you guys to understand something here. Now, what you're gonna not under, or what you need to understand here is something so nuts. Roger does not type out full emails. He uses the subject line. Why did you pull it up? Oh, so Roger sent an email back to him as a new email with a subject line of everything he wants to say that says, never going to ever test a gravimeter or bringing one to Antarctica. That's the subject line. And Wesley's reply is like, then why did you pull it up and say you're going to bring it to Antarctica? All right, that's a one example. He just misclicked, right? It's not a big deal. Oh, wait. They put that in with all the rest of the gravimeters. So, again, talking in the subject line. Oh, wait, here's another one. Gravimeter. Why would you do that? Did you not read it? And Roger replied to this one, says, what, you are high, right? And it's like, dude, you fucking said this. So he talks, he sends emails through the subject line. Wes, don't know what you are talking about, period. Please explain. I don't know what to fucking say at this point. Yeah, we need a refill. We need, we're going to roll on through to, I don't know even what to play here. Oh, looks like Vlad's live. That's always fun. Conspiracy music, studios. Actually, yeah, let's see. He has, okay, we have the Brave Flat Earthers. I don't think he's done one on Roger yet, has he? Arnold, have you done one on Roger? Oh, no. No. Yes, Dougal Dog, that's right. By the way, Roger actually calls McMurdo Station Murdoch Station. He doesn't even know what fucking station he's applying for or even what job he's applying for. I can't make this shit up. Like I said, there's so much dirt to pull in. I can't even pull those clips right now because I have, I don't know, 200 clips, courtesy of Deplorable, who sent them to me via emails and Discord, that I don't even know how to file these to find them, because every time he goes online, I get 25 new clips of him saying, well, I don't know, stupid shit. We need a refill. Because we need a refill, let's play a Arnold song of, we got Ascertains, which was him and CMS. Let's do that route. Let's play Ascertains. Go get a refill.
Hello, good to see you, fam. I just want the truth. It's 2025 and I ascertain the earth is flat. I ascertain Antarctica is not objective fact. You cannot map the ground by staring at the sky. I ascertain that Geron's ticket still won't prove them right. It's 2025 and I ascertain I'm woke. I ascertain that David Weiss is just a lying joke. I ascertain that Vicar destroyed him on his stream and took away his flat earth crown, 'cause we're the new breed. Ascertain the ground, ascertain the truth, ascertain that they are rotting the minds of our youth, ascertain that they have never shown us proof, ascertain the truth, don't fear investigation, I fear truth. It's 2025, my child was led astray. I was a good dad, but darkness had its way. I ascertained that God did not design people as gay. I'm a moron full of hatred, with my sad, pathetic ways. It's 2025 and I ascertain Vlad's will. Ascertain control. Ascertain the global military guards the southern pole. Ascertain the masks. Actors swap their face. Ascertain that schools all deceive the human race. It's 2025 and I ascertain the ascertainment I ascertain. I ascertain they don't ascertain what I ascertain anymore. I ascertain the act of ascertaining is what we ascertain to do. So if you can't ascertain my ascertainment, I'll ascertain for you. Ascertain the earth. Ascertain the lies. Ascertain what we can see with our own eyes. Ascertain that objects will all fall down. Ascertain is 2025. Still can't tell you how. The truth doesn't fear investigation, I claim. But every time the truth arrives, I ban it from my frame.
All right. Thank you, Arnold and CMS, for that collaboration. This is what makes me want to, this is why I'm glad I'm on that team to, well, you know, look, they're carrying me. Let's be perfectly honest the way it is. I had an idea. They wanted to work with me. Instead of doing their own, they're going to do one on Vlad. And they're like, hold on, let's ask Dan first. And they did. And I was like, absolutely. How could you not want to work with that team? So that's kind of what I wanted to cover for tonight. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean we're done. We can always try to call Mike again now that it's 10:30 and see if he's driving home or whatnot. Maybe we can ask them, what proof of flat Earth would they accept? I don't know. There's a few things that we could do. We can kind of see what other sort of derpitude is coming up. What do you guys want to do? Let's put it that way. Let me leave it up to you guys. And in the meantime, just to make sure you guys know what's at stake here.
Oh, I'll be nominated for the Top Left Award by Wesley this year. So
who cares?
Go vote for me, please. I want to get it.
Yeah, make sure you vote for Roger. Yeah, I saw that FTFE talked to CC again today. He seems to accept his phone calls, which are nice. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Hold on. Where's my phone link? My daughter sent me something. And I wanted to play it last time, but I didn't get a chance to. So I want to play it for you guys now. I thought she sent it to my phone. But maybe she sent it to my Instagram. I don't remember. So let me check my Instagram real quick and see if it's on there. Here it is. Pause that.
If the Earth was round, right? Which
Stop. All right. Let's bring this back up. Let me share the screen.
I don't know. This is just
what I've researched. But even if the Earth was round, that means that if you're
flying in a plane
above it, you would have to tip the nose down every few seconds to stay with the curvature of the Earth.
Because, you know, I believe, what do they say? It's 360,000 degrees of circumference? Yeah. Something like that.
So here's the thing is, every pilot I've
ever talked to, they never tell me ever once they ever dip the nose down. They just literally
fly straight across, right? If the Earth was round.
Did you catch the fact that he just said 360,000 degrees of curvature? This is why I never wanted to become a teacher. I don't even know what to fucking say at this point. No pilot talking to you, bro. That's fucking true. Oh, God. And this is what Olivia chooses to send me because she finds it funny. My kid's just like me. What can I say? Let me get caught up here. Let's see. Bruce Wayne said, I've been wanting to prank call Kent Hovind, I think is what he meant, and mistaking his name for anything other than Kent. Yeah, Kent Hovind. He's a special sort of derpling. Nothing ever comes good out of Kent's mouth. Yeah. So what I wanted to just kind of, I guess, demonstrate more than anything today is going to be why social media sucks. That TikTok is definitely not any place you should ever find yourself unless you have rum, face palm protection, or a wish to be lobotomized. Because, like, I've listened to, let's see, there's a couple people in there I listen to. One's name is Stop It. Another one's Rusty Shackelford and Planet Peterson, Dr. Blitz, Whatcast, Jaren. Well, like, someone like Stop It does a live every morning. And he literally tries to help flirfs be better flirfs. And he's a glober. He understands the world's a globe. But the amount of stupidity that shows up on his live stream is just, it's mind-numbing. And that's putting it bluntly. Or, like, mildly, I should say. Like, the thing that comes to mind is, well, it's this. Let me just find it here. 'Cause I don't remember where it was. No, that's not what I want. I want nope. This one, nope. Not that one. This one. So let's bring this one across here. Every time I'm on TikTok, this is sort of what I mean. And I just went ahead and did something stupid. Oh, that's not what I wanted. No, I want to move the window. I moved it too far up. All right, let's just do this again. Look, we're having malfunctions. What else is new? My computer is like, I'm having a little lag problems here. Okay. Which probably explains the issue I've had with disconnects. I don't know. So every time I'm on TikTok, this is what I feel like is going on. I'm in the process of adding this to my screen because yeah, that's what it's like being on TikTok. No other words can describe it. Yeah, I saw that Caleb is back. I saw that algorithm says I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Yeah, that's kind of how I go through things. There's a reason why we drink rum or why I drink rum on the stream, because God, this shit hurts. CSA, no, you did not miss much. We talked about some Roger stuff. You missed some clips there, but you didn't really miss much. Yeah, it makes you go Squidward. In fact, it makes you erase the wrinkles in your brain and put it back. That's what TikTok does. Doodle. Never used TikTok or X, and I'm not mad about it. I'm jealous because I went searching for content and I found it. Imagine, like, let's do a little visualization. For those who don't know, New York City is a very large city with lots of dumpsters. Imagine every dumpster on fire at once. And that's just logging into TikTok before you even get into lives and everything else. There was a flat earther there who was using math. Don't laugh. Hear me out. He was using math to disprove how lunar eclipses shouldn't work on a globe. Think about that for half a second. It's just, I don't know what to say. Let's put it that way. Math or meth? Yeah, very good question. Very good question. Flat Earth math is different. Yeah, that's true. Using math. Yeah, using math. Yeah. Hold on. Look, see, and here's the problem. Like, especially with TikTok, is, well, you guys all remember Ross, right?
Let's just get this out of the way. I am.
You know, Mr. Pull It Up. So here's the problem with, like, with lives, is that when the lives are on. All right, let me just mute this. when the lives are on, they're not recorded. So unless I'm in there recording them, I can't go back and like show you the derp. Unless they record them onto a YouTube channel or whatnot. But the amount of flirts that are on there, and some of their, you guys have seen them talk to what cast and stuff like that. Like just the coping from TFE, the main character syndrome, the idea that they can do math better than any scientist in the world, and they are the hidden secrets. They are using, quote unquote, our tools against us. Should tell you everything you need to fucking know. I'm trying to see if there's any lives going on right now that would be entertaining. Just to kind of maybe show you. Nope, I don't want to do that. Let me go back. Let's see. Is it this guy? So he has a few so here, let me pull this up for you. Let me just whoops, let me just pull this across. Let me do this. Let's send you on a rabbit hole of derp, shall we? Yeah, Whatcast has been fighting TikTok quite a bit. Marcus Lee says, once you bought in to they've been lying to you about everything, then everything is fair game. Cows aren't real, my penis is sentient, and jet engines aren't real. Yeah, basically, that's it. Is this the math you use from Steel City? Oh God, do I really want to? Oh, I know what clip this is. This is funny shit. Let's. Oh fuck! Stop. Stop.
One particle of unobtainium has a nuclear reaction with a flux capacitor. Carry the two, changing its atomic isotoner into a radioactive spider. Fuck you, science!
Basically, yes. That is, I'm saving that for later because I'm going to turn that into a soundboard. Yeah. So here is Shan TV's. Oh, this is his backup channel. Hold on. Did I miss his first channel? No. Let's just go to his backup channel. I don't give a shit. Yeah. So part 1, Flat Earth University 101. Part 2, Flat Earth University 101. Yeah. This is here's the thing. Like his lives aren't recorded, so I can't even show you most of the derp he says because it's on the live. That's not recorded. So I actually have to go in and find the live and listen to it, jump on my other computer and record it and hope it works and hope it's clean and hope it's not clean as in like language, because if you're here, you already know that I swear like a sailor and give a fuck less. But like it's a clean audio and stuff like that, so you can actually hear his derp. So, yeah. I don't know really what to kind of tell you. Flux capacitors. Let's see what this one is about.
With the airport.
News fail. All right. Who posted this one? Dougal. All right. Dougal, let's see what you got. And again, I got to undock that window for some reason. Let's see what you got here.
With the airport and with the manager, and again, as I've said, we've really never had any problems. The airport's run very well.
And Hazelden told us that he believes the issue was with a defective flux capacitator, though the NTSB wouldn't comment on any potential cause today. Go Skydive Boston didn't respond to a written request for comment. We're live in Hanson. I'm Catherine Burcham, Boston 25 News.
Oh, God. Flux capacitator, everybody. This is the dumb shit we deal with. Yeah, this is like there's a reason why you won't see me in Discords doing debates and stuff like that, because I lose patience really quick when people start just throwing words together as a word salad, Hubris Valley Ranch, and like I just want to get out the dressing. I lose patience quickly. So people like Wes and Icy Spin and Tune and those who go into Discord and like have these debates and conversations, you guys got the patience of a saint. I don't. That is not anything you will see on this channel. That is nothing you will see me do unless you want to see shit go sideways really quick. Which might be entertaining in its own right. It might be like, how many Discord servers can I get blocked in one night? Yeah, definitely old enough to know about Back to the Future. Didn't make the connection. Yeah, I don't know what to tell her. Yeah, she fell for it. You're not wrong, Rob. You're not wrong. But like this is what we're talking about. Like, so like here, you know what we should do? Put a general search term you want me to put in chat for TikTok, and we'll see what we can find. Oh, look, here's Caleb from 2023. Can I find something from like, I don't know, this year? The Navy admits flat Earth. No, it doesn't. 30 short proofs that the Earth is flat. That might be funny. Yeah, if you guys want, put a term in you want me to search, and I will search. This one that you'll see playing right here on the side, it says this will blow your mind with this little girl. This was posted on X a while ago, and it was just so dumb. This little girl is set up for failure beyond belief. And it's just oh, look, fittest flat earther. Proof that the Earth is not a globe. Best flat Earth proof. Here we go. The Bible says it's flat and doesn't move. No, it doesn't. Chicago. Yeah, sure. Okay. Dave Wife's podcast. That's always fun. Oh, light language. Yeah, I've seen those. Those people are a trip. I've seen quite a few of those. I got stuck down that rabbit hole one day. Olivia wasn't here. I was doing pizza night. I had a few drinks. I had my feet up. I was goofing off with. I just finished a script that I was putting together. I forgot what I was working on. But I saw that Katz was doing something on light language, and I watched the video, and I'm like, hold up. And I actually started doing a search. And I ended up down that rabbit hole for like 2 hours. And I swear to God, I don't think I've laughed so hard in my life with the hand gestations and oh, Jesus. It's hours I'm never getting back, but it was well worth it. How's the sun burning in space? Now that's from this year. That should be fun. Yeah, Bruce, I know which one this is. I actually, my quote unquote stepdaughter is a mechanic, and I sent her that link. You can get a flux capacitor from O'Reilly Auto Parts. I keep sending it. I keep hoping it's in stock, but it never is. Let's like Vlad talking about the Urbano Monte map. It's like his hard on right now, right? Is the Monte map. And the funny thing is that, you know, it's from the 1500s. It talks about the moon being so far away, like over 100,000 miles. They didn't get the number right. Now, they came to that number based off of what the tools they had in available at the time, and based off parallax. So based off of parallax and the tools they had at the time, they were measuring the moon at basically like 3 degrees, as opposed to arc seconds, they were actually in degrees. So based on their tools, they were right. Now, as technology advances and we get more and more fine-tuned and better tools, we can measure it even better. But the other thing about their Urbano Monte map is that there's parts of it that explains how to connect it to put it onto a globe. But Vlad will tell you, like, look, they're trying to put this map on a globe, and they're just railroading this, they're hiding it from you, everything else, except that the person who made the fucking map told you how to make it into a globe because he knew it was a globe. And all those weird animals on the side, it's kind of like a compass of sorts, like look towards Sagittarius and you'll see this. They don't have a thunderbird, which is a red-pileated woodpecker, carrying an elephant. That doesn't happen. Like these are all stylings of the 1500s and maps. They didn't go to all these places. They borrowed from other maps so they wouldn't have to. Come on. But no, they really believe this shit. Ancient alien stuff. CSA, I'd be interested in that. I've watched the Minutemen 3-part series or 4-part series, whatever part series it was, him going against Graham Hancock's special on Netflix. And like many Minutemen, it forced me to drink and throw a bunch of things. So go figure. Auto fluids or AutoZone sells bacon fruit. I know. I got it from my mechanic stepdaughter for Christmas. Yeah, I don't care if it's nuclear. It needs oxygen. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I know. Go figure. They don't understand anything. It's crazy. My girlfriend's favorite flat earther, Mr. Fittest Flat Earther. Aldebaran, your girlfriend is kind of like my daughter in the sense that she sends me shit knowing I'm going to laugh. It's funny. This is a relationship I have with my teenage daughter, by the way. And the off chance any of her friends are watching, like Noah, Graydon, Sophia, all you members of that crew, It's 11 o'clock at night. You shouldn't be watching. You should be going off to bed. Graham Hancock, not as smart as David Weiss. True. Just as grifty, not as smart. Yeah, Manny Miniman is great. He's one of my favorite content creators. If I could work with him on something, I would be dying. To me, that would be like when he went with what was her name? She's also an archaeologist. They went to the La Brea tar pits together. I used to live not far from the La Brea tar pits. I know the area that they were in. They were talking to the scientists and everything else. It was like going back in time to, I think it was 6th grade or something like that, where we went on a field trip to La Brea tar pits and got to see the dire wolf skulls and the saber-tooth tigers and walk around the pits and watch actual archaeologists digging through this mess and cleaning up shit. And it was the coolest thing ever. Look, don't you guys start throwing the time zones at me. It doesn't count. And I don't care if it's Friday or not. 14-year-olds shouldn't be watching me to begin with. I'm not safe. Lindsay Nicole, thank you, Big Fish. That's exactly who it was. I love her too. She's freaking hilarious. So let's see how the sun, the questions regarding the sun's burning in space, shall we? Okay.
Flames alive.
Oh, look,
if the
it's
sun's
AI
literally
shit.
blazing away up
No surprise here. It's AI shit, which was like almost everything on TikTok.
there without a single breath of oxygen around it, what's actually keeping those flames alive? And here's what really messes with your head. We've all
No, it doesn't, because it's not flames. That alone should mess with your head, because you're an idiot.
seen campfires die out in seconds when you smother them, right? So how's this giant fireball supposedly been raging for billions of years in the emptiness of what they call space? Better yet, if vacuums are supposed to suck everything away, why
Vacuums don't fucking suck. You suck for making this video and making me watch it. My God, I'm getting a fucking migraine just from a 30-second video.
hasn't this so-called endless void just pulled those flames apart already? Think about every fire you've ever seen on solid ground. Your birthday
It's not a fucking fire, you moron.
candles, your backyard bonfire, even those massive wildfires. They all need oxygen constantly or they're done. Science
Berkey, you're not wrong. Flirtsmans should have sucked more. It would have prevented them from happening.
class taught us that.
All right, that might have crossed the line, but I stand by that argument.
Remember? Take away the air and boom, lights out instantly. Yet somehow we're expected to believe there's this massive burning sphere hovering above us in a place where there's supposedly zero oxygen, zero air, zero anything, and it just...
If it's zero, then how does it suck? It would have to be negative then. How do you have something that's negative? By the way, a negative exponent isn't a negative fucking number, but you don't know that because you're an idiot.
keeps burning perfectly fine. The math isn't mathing here, folks. What if the explanation is way simpler than the complicated story we've been fed? What if that light source above us isn't burning at all? Consider this. It could be electrical, like a giant plasma lamp in the firmament dome. Or maybe it's something we haven't even discovered yet because we've been looking at it through the wrong lens this whole time. Plasma globes work without combustion, nor
I would like you to look through it from a lens, actually. A hydrogen alpha lens. Maybe that would help. Please, do something. Besides making this shit content.
northern lights dance across the sky without needing fuel. Electrical currents create light and heat without consuming oxygen. These things exist right here where we can study them. Meanwhile, we're told to just trust that something completely impossible is happening millions of miles away where nobody can actually verify it. If this got your brain spinning, There's way more where this came from. Hit that follow button.
No,
because
let's not. But I digress. Let's take a look and see what other stupid shit you have on your videos here. Antarctica and North Pole proves the Earth is flat. Sure, yeah. Did NASA really land on the moon? Did the moon golf swing really happen? Moon call mystery, fact or fiction? Here's my problem. Okay. His pinned video, which I'm willing to bet is AI, has 1.5 million views. Yeah, exactly, Berkey. Fuck me. Does anything else come close to that? Let's see. Oh, here's one from Alex Harnold climbing Taipei 101, the tallest skyscraper, and debunked the moon landing. What the fuck does that even mean? Mysteries of Antarctica and circumnavigation. It's been circumnavigated. Antarctica's been circumnavigated, but you're talking about the Earth, I guess. Why do flight paths never cross Antarctica? I don't know. Probably because there's no fucking place to land in case of emergency. That might be a a real big reason. Look, and he recycles shit. 212,000. Did Nixon really call the moon? Yeah, he did. Okay, I want to pull this one up, just on principle.
If NASA went to the moon, then how did President Nixon call astronauts from a landline? Doesn't
Simple. But let's hear what else you have to say.
that feel oddly convenient?
No. It feels like right on par for the course because A, it wasn't a rotary phone because even JFK had a push button phone. B, radio station DJs have been putting callers on the air since like the mid-50s. So Nixon calling the Johnson Space Center and being patched into a radio is not that fucking difficult.
Because here's where it gets wild. Back then, people struggled to get a clean call across town without static.
No, they didn't. This isn't the 1930s with the fucking DC patch panels where there's like an operator patching you to different houses. They had telephony switches in the 60s. They were well established in the 70s. Good old Ma Bell had pretty much telephony under wraps. The whole site is AI slop. Yeah, no fucking shit. I mean, that's basically what it is. Was I there? No, but I know it can be done because I patched phone calls in to radios to extend them out. You can use a Mars station. Make a phone call to a Mars station, they can patch you in the radio and start sending it across the globe. The moon doesn't have a phone number. Welcome to Flat Earth. Yeah, no shit, huh?
Even weather could interrupt a landline. But we're supposed to believe.
Which weather would interrupt a landline out of curiosity, please? Can you provide some details or no? Of course not. I didn't think so. Maybe something like thunderstorms when there's lightning strikes near a copper wire that's basically spread across the entire country and individual people's houses. Even though there's grounding, there could be some sort of like electromagnetic interference on the lines. That could happen. but you don't even know what weather it is or what interference it is or anything else like that because you're a fucking idiot. I'm done with this fucking stupid shit.
If the sun's literally...
Shut up. Let's see. Caleb from 2023, no. The Earth proven flat in 24 hours. I doubt it. 0 hearts. 0 hearts. 0 hearts. I love it. Antarctica is not just ice. From Flat Earth Truth. Hey, what's that guy who keeps saying, "Can I get a W?" Is that Flat Dr. Flat Earth or Dr. Flat Plane or something like that? It's PHLAT or something like that. Yeah, exactly. It's just strung across copper. It's going to pick up radio waves anyway. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't have different ways to eliminate that. That's the thing. It's just, it's dumb. Garden Kitten, I haven't had a landline in decades. I think it was Flat Out Truth, Dr. Flat Out Truth. Yeah, there's that same video. You're a douchebag. You're just gonna point and nod and everything else. So yeah, you're an asshole. You're just gaining up somebody else's video. That's great. Wow, a lot of shit from 24, 25. Oh, look at this fucking genius. He put a level on a fucking flight. Oh, this guy's got to be
I've been on
great.
this flight for 6 hours, and we never dipped once. That's flat, my guy.
Is VO an AI generated image? Because I'm guessing that yes. You can't even remove the fucking watermark. Oh, God. See, this is why I don't debate. I start getting agitated. Oh, PhD learns flat Earth from Dave Weiss. Oh, God. Yeah, Blackburn, he does that with his own videos now, too, to recycle old videos. It's fucking hilarious. The next major humanitarian catastrophe, TikTok victims. Yeah, there's going to be a support group, Tori. You're not lying. VO is a model. Okay, yeah, I figured. Oh, sip over fiber. Oh, they got rid of the old copper switches. I miss those. I think we still have some here, though. I just can't bring myself to have a landline. Steel City, you bring up a valid point. They should have left it shut down. Oh, look, here's a fittest flat earther with 123,000 views. You still think Antarctica is a continent? No, I know it is. In fact, if you go to my channel, there's one called the was it Frost and Furious Antarctic Drift? It talks about the catharsis too. I'd love you to debunk that for me. Ken Hovid on the flat Earth theory. Well, that should be fun. Let's click that one.
How do you debunk flat Earth theory?
The simplest one probably is the moon is going around the Earth, and once in a while it gets between us and the sun, and it makes a shadow on the Earth called an eclipse. Once in a while it's on the other side, it goes through our shadow. We make an eclipse a shadow on the moon, right? Our shadow is always round. There's proof it's a ball. Plus, how do you get time zones? How do you get seasons? I mean, if the Earth is flat and the sun's going around like a flashlight, how do you get seasons? It's such a dumb theory.
God,
I don't.
Okay. Kent and I actually agree on two things. The Earth's not flat, and Hawaiian shirts are great, and I look better in Aloha shirts than he does. I have too much ethics to do well on mine. CSA, you have more ethics than I do because you made fun of my channel the one time and told your viewers that, yes, the channel name's Unfornicated. Just watch the Hubris Valley Ranch commercial. It's funny. Yeah, Nick, and it's when I have to say I agree with Kent Hovind, it's oof. I'm gonna have bad dreams tonight. Hey, all right. So, first person to give me a search term for TikTok. Let's see what we get. Give me a search term for TikTok. Let's look at something stupid. I don't think you'll be able to beat the Leviathan or gravity taking a 7-second fucking siesta. But let's see. Mud flood. All right. Ether, ghost. Oh, shit. Light language, mud fossils, ghost voices. All right. All right. Tartarian. Boobies. All right. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate you coming in with the, with the same search. Ghosts are kind of Mike's thing. I'll leave that to him. But let's, I'm curious. Let's see what comes up with ether. Ether theory. What is ether? It's almost 10,000 views. Free energy. Oh, wow. This is shot in slow motion to hear the unheard sounds in the ether. Now this sounds like fun shit. Hold on. Let's take a look.
Holy fucking shit. Oh my Lord, help us.
Dude, why does everybody use a fucking AI voice at this point? I think Olivia's right. Dead internet theory. It's all fucking AI bullshit. Yes, you're wrong.
Holy fucking shit. Oh my Lord, help us.
Well, I don't hear nothing, so I guess I'm either old or whatnot. Has anyone else heard of this rapper called Ether? No, I haven't. The Ether Conspiracy. Free energy in the air. Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
There used to be a substance on the periodic table that could power the world without wires, without fuel, and without pollution. And it's called...
No, it can't.
Ether. Ether was removed off the periodic table, but the ancient builders of Tartaria and before knew how to harness it to build things, and you can...
No, they didn't.
Harness it today. Ether was...
No, you can't.
Believed to be the invisible energy in the air, and mainstream scientists accepted it and used it to explain how light traveled up until the 1800s after the...
Right. So up until the 1800s where they were able to prove that it doesn't exist.
Nicholas and Woolley experiment, they claimed that they couldn't detect it. But the reason why I believe they took it away is because ether is extremely valuable and allows you to have free energy. Physical phenomena that depends on ether are cymatics, like right here, electrostatics.
Cymatics don't prove a fucking ether. Steve 6464 with a $10 super chat. Thank you, bud. I greatly appreciate that. Who asks the very pertinent question of, if you're watching a rabbit move through a medium, are you observing the ether bunny? Look, I got another question about the ether bunny. Does it shit out the eggs or just deliver them? Because most bunnies I've seen are always shitting or doing other things. One other thing particularly. Free energy, especially those moronic electric motors driving a generator, impossible ones. Yeah. It's like saying, I'm going to put a fan on my car to blow a sail so I don't have to run the engine, but I need to run the fan. Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Statics, magnetism, and electricity. Ether is a substance that God created. Check
No, it's not.
this out. So what do you guys think so far? Why do you
I think you're full of shit. That's what I think.
think the mainstream doesn't use ether for everything?
Because it doesn't exist. Because you can't test it, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. In fact, we've measured the fact that it doesn't exist because there's no ether drift. There's no medium that we're going through. It's all, what's that word again? Oh yeah, bullshit.
It turns out that zero-point energy devices like magnetic vortex engines and free energy coils harness ether. And this
No, they don't. Use those magnetic coils and those magnetic zero-point energy devices that don't exist and measure amperage. Show us unity. Show us the fact that they can produce more energy that they use. Because as soon as you do, you get the Nobel Prize. It comes with $1 million. Everybody will be wanting to buy your patent and use your patent, and you will never have to work again. So instead, you're on TikTok promoting stupid shit that you don't even fucking understand.
right here is a guy creating a light with just coils and magnets. He harnesses the ether to light a light bulb. You'll see. He just has his wires. He plugs it right in. It's not plugged into a wall or anything. You can scroll back if you need to relook at it. This is just sitting on a table, and he harnesses the ether.
So, why are you using an LED bulb? Why aren't you using a halogen bulb? Why aren't you using something that actually takes wattage and not a fucking diode? Because you're a dishonest fuck and intellectually dishonest and won't say what the actual thing is because either you're too dumb or you're afraid you're going to lose your grift. Next. Or the other choices. God. Let's see. What else did we say? Mud fossils. There we go. Okay. I want to apologize ahead of time that I do not have I don't have a feather to point on the screen with. Hey, I got an idea. You want to bet that's AI generated? This first one right here. Who thinks that's AI generated? I think that's full of shit. Oh, look, we have a turtle. Antarctica and the frozen. Let's see. Do we have anything with high views? Petrified Nephilim. Ooh, that's got 18,000 views. A much larger past. Oh, Jesus Christ, look. It's Mud Fossil University. Look. Oh, I love this one. This one's great. Oh, my God. Do you guys remember when we covered rose quartz? You remember that? Rose quartz. It is the fossilized meat of giants or some shit.
The parasites of this realm tell us to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears.
I guess that makes me a parasite of this world because I'm telling you to reject your eyes and ears for the sake of, what's that word again? Oh, yeah, science.
It was their final, most essential command. And don't worry, when the
At least it's not an AI voice. Let's give him a plus. He made his own video.
programmed masses shout pareidolia, as if imagining faces in the clouds, explain the immense amount of evidence. Don't blame them, though. It's just that
Rose quartz is nothing but fossilized meat. It's a ribeye steak.
their programming. They lack the imagination to see the shapes in the clouds. So they would never know the difference between the two. Our institutes of higher debt accumulate in the clouds.
Human skin cells under a microscope, man walking on skin cells. I call bullshit. By the way, the top comment on this that I can see, fucking peak. Pink salt. Are they feeding us the evidence to get rid of it? So pink Himalayan seas or salt is really giant mussels that we're grinding up and putting into our food so they can get rid of the evidence. You can't make this shit up. Oh my God. Jesus
So they would
Christ.
never know the difference between the two. Our institutes of higher debt accumulation are not there to truly educate you on this world.
We got another advanced education denier. Look, I didn't go to college. I don't have a degree. I got a shit ton of world life experience, though, but real life experience, but whatever. It doesn't mean that everyone who went to college is a fucking moron and just repeating shit, regurgitating. No, it means that they actually learned something because, hey, guess what? Most of the science classes you take require a fucking lab environment to prove things.
We are there to keep you blissfully unaware, programmed to never question the narrative, like good little worker drones. And then we can be sent right on to their factories, going from the assembly line of re-education to the assembly line of life. Most will live in that bliss for their whole adult lives until they become too old and frail to do so. And then they're retired to live off of whatever retirement or savings the parasites haven't drained from them. And they will never see this beautiful realm for what it truly is and what it truly was. That's one of the biggest shames. Question everything, friends. Until next time. The parasites of this...
But you haven't questioned a single fucking thing. AI. Roger. This must be a Nephilim vajayjay of sorts. Let's see. The rocks were alive. The world is not what you think. 87,000 views from the same fucking moron that just gave us everything else. Okay, hold up.
This world is not what you've been told it was. And it's certainly not just the depictions of faces found time and time again in the rocks.
Now, Joshua Tree National Park has a rock that's called Skull Rock. I took a picture of it. You can touch it. You can climb it. You can stand next to it. There's also one that looks like a vajayjay. Now, here's the funny thing. I'm not sticking an appendage into the rock-formed vajayjay, nor am I going to think that just because an erosion pattern looks like a skull, that it's an actual skull. Because if you've never done archaeology, if you've never set foot on any sort of a dig or anything else like that, here's something that you can do. Watch Jurassic Park. In the very beginning, he talks about, I think it's Jurassic Park, the difference between a bone and a rock. A petrified bone is very smooth. A petrified rock or a rock is rough. If it has texture, it's not a bone.
Our realm was much larger, and the evidence that geology is nothing more than hardened biology.
I think that VJJ is actually a real formation. Of course, it's not a real vajayjay. Yeah, it's actually rock. I mean, let me pull it up real quick. Shit. Oh, the wrong account. Hold up. Right. Let me show you guys. I don't have the vajayjay picture in here though. Or maybe I do. So here's some nice little sunset pictures that you guys can see here that I took. By the way, this was with my phone. I thought it was really cool. Shout out to Galaxy and their wonderful cameras. Here's Skull Rock. Yeah. Do I have the vajayjay rock? I do not. Hold on a second. Let me do another search here. Let me see if I can find it. The funny thing is I do a search for rocks, and it shows all my rock climbing pictures of Olivia and I. Let me see if I can find the Joshua Tree one real quick for you. Here we go. Now, don't say you never learned something on this channel. Okay? Don't say you didn't learn anything. But yeah, like I've done like photography is kind of like a hobby of mine. So I spent a lot of time in Joshua Tree Park taking pictures of the trees and sunsets and night times and stars and all that other fun stuff. So there you go. But in case you're wondering, there is absolutely a JJ rock, and you're welcome for me sharing that for you. I hope you're all better off knowing that now. Where's my TikTok window again? Let's see. I missed it. I got too many windows open. There we go. Let me just go back to my window. Because I undocked my chat. Fucking retarded. Sorry, that was dumb of me. No. Oh, here we go. Got my doc. Okay. Roger thinks that the Great Red Spot is one just show that Lars with JJ. No, I showed them the JJ pic, Babbo, so you got to stick around. Don't say I never showed you guys something. And Whale Panties coming in hot with the, remember, every hole is a chance for glory. Oh, God. That was a rock, not mom. Here's a funny thing. Who was it? Who was it that who said that? Doodle. I love doing photography, but the problem I have is color correction because I'm colorblind as fuck. So I need other people to do the color correction for me because I don't see half the colors everybody else does. In fact, I believe I see about 1/10 of the color that everybody else does, or somewhere around there. So let's see what else they have to say about the stupid shit.
It can be found everywhere. And
I don't know if I'm hungry or annoyed at this point. Pork ribs, salt mine. Which is it?
those with open eyes and open minds see it all too well. Makes you wonder about that pink Himalayan salt.
No, it doesn't. Because it's salty. And you can do tests to find out what its composition is. And guess what? Majority of it is, what is it? Sodium chloride. So unless giants fossilize into sodium chloride, I don't know what the fuck can tell you.
We are standing literally on the remains of this much larger post-apocalyptic realm of ours. I recommend everyone check out Mud Fossil University on YouTube.
No, please don't. Please don't. Okay. I looked for a second, just sideways, because I just had to put Bob into a moderator role, and I just happened to look back over. When I look back over, I'm looking at this picture, and I swear to God, this rock looked like the bell end of a shaft. And I'm like, what the fuck are we looking at here? He's saying a rib, and I'm thinking it's the side view of a petrified penis, I guess. I don't fucking know at this point. I don't know what any of these people are talking about anymore. It makes no sense. You're right. Vegans are going to be pissed. No, don't be honored. Oh, Nikki's here. Hold on. Nikki Lauder's here. Somebody else who doesn't have a blue name for whatever reason. So again, the reason why people are added as mods here is because A, I want you guys to post links to shit that you find funny, things you want me to look at, things you want me to view. Because I can't always watch chat because I get distracted by the videos I'm showing or reactions or whatever presentation I'm making. And if some dumbass comes in, again, we celebrate difference of opinions. So if they have a difference of opinion, they're allowed to stay. Let them derp, let them do stupid shit. But when things get personal or things get stupid beyond belief, I want an army of people to be able to, well, I want you guys to enjoy the privileges I have on other channels like Toon and Whatcast, so we can play whack-a-mole. Damn, I need another refill. Jesus, the way this is going. All right, so we did, what was the other one? The other one was Tartaria. Let's see. I want a high, oh, look, it's this jackass again. Mr. Free Energy has 187,000 views. Think about that for half a second. Look, I'm a small channel. I welcome any support I get. I get 200 views, I get excited. If I got close to 200,000 views, I might just shit myself. Or some other reaction. I might just have a wet dream while I'm sitting here. And my hands will be above the table the whole time.
This is the Milan Cathedral in Italy. And allegedly it was built in the 1300s and supposedly.
Yeah, it was with hammers and chisels because we had craftsmen at the time.
It took 600 years to do with hammer and chisel, horse and cart, ropes and pulleys, and just brute strength to create this amazing, beautiful, perfectly symmetrical structure with no tech.
Yeah, they're called craftsmen. And they had things like rulers and measurement devices, and they kind of knew what the fuck they were doing. Unlike you, who just make shit up.
Technology, no power tools. How did they complete this? How did they build this?
A lot of people that were craftsmen, a long time, and you say when it was built, but you don't say when it was started. Why is that? You also don't say how it was expanded throughout the time it's been, erected. Don't take that out of the Viagra sense. I'm talking about the building. And with all that, with all those missing details, you jump right to an ancient, unknown civilization with no evidence except these buildings that we supposedly found and are incapable of building. Yeah, you're someone to be taken seriously. But at least you're not an AI voice.
They just had masterful level stonemasonry skills and just excellent project management and transferring of responsibilities over 600 years. This cathedral is made out of marble, and they mined it 60.
Are you sure about that?
Miles away, and just
yeah, okay. Say it's marble. Say it's 60 miles away. Just because you don't see seams or individual blocks, or because the blocks look really, really big, doesn't mean we didn't have the engineering know-how to fucking move it. It's the Dark Ages. It doesn't mean we were fucking cavemen living in the dark.
Hauled it with brute strength over to Milan and built it. How did they get the marble up there? How they hoist it up? How they hand chisel it to be perfect? And that
levers, there's a whole, okay. I Gobi William, let me explain something. There's a whole actual science that's been around for a long time. And there's been another subject. It's called math. And the science I'm talking about is about physics, about things like levers, pulleys, things like that allow you to do kind of like extra superhuman strength things by leveraging leverage. By using nothing but leverage. God, I don't know if this is cloud chasing or if the guy's just a fucking moron. I can't tell anymore. That's the problem.
That door, what is this door? Look at that door. Look how big that door is. That door is...
Yeah, look how big that door is. Do you think maybe it was because it's kind of like a sign of like, I don't know, like intimidation, control, delusions of grandeur, or the idea of like, look what we can fucking do, as opposed to, no, we had 10-foot, 20-foot tall fucking people walking around. They went to church in the 1500s and they were Rob Dignags.
built for a giant. Why would they build a door that big?
Oh, Nick N, coming to the rescue. The groundbreaking for the Milan Cathedral was in 1386, and it was completed in 1965. Dude, that means it took almost 600 fucking years to build it. Think about that for a minute. If you had an army of people, an army of craftsmen in 600 years, what do you think you can fucking do? You could build the Milan Cathedral. Jesus.
For regular people, look at those people and look at that door. Oh, it's just for design. It's just for, aesthetics. Impractical.
Why is it impractical? Did it serve a purpose? This idea of grandeur, these huge doors, these engineering feats for the common man to marvel at as they're walking into this glorious church, to be humbled by a controlling mechanism called religion? Don't get me started.
That. Look at this place, man. What is this place?
It's a fucking cathedral. It took 600 years to build.
This got converted into a church, but it wasn't originally built to be a church. Look at this, y'all see?
It wasn't? Well, then please tell us, what was it built for? And show us what evidence you have of that. And please don't trust me, bro.
I think this is Jesus right here. Okay? And these looks like angels around Jesus's body. Jesus on the cross over there.
Yeah.
Maybe another.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Welcome to the Catholic religion. These are called the Stations of the Cross. There's a lot of them. And they put it all on one panel to make it easier for you to see the whole aspect of it, instead of actually having to walk the individual stations that are in most churches. And if you look at it, it's intricately carved and beautiful in the same sense that it is a mastery of a skill, which seems to be that the only skill you have is taking your finger and going like this and, I don't know, sticking it in your ear while I want to stick mine in my eye because I have to watch this stupid bullshit.
Depiction of Jesus. This is very, very good imagery here.
Yeah. Very good imagery. That looks like it belongs in a church. So what's your fucking point? I thought this wasn't supposed to be a church at first. What was it?
I don't know when this door was made, because they said it took 600 years. So.
He just said it was done in 600 years, but yet he can't remember that part of it in the beginning.
Who knows when this door was actually completed for real? They might tell you, oh, it's completed this year, but we don't know for sure. But this is Jesus, okay? Now, this place wasn't always a church. It was a power plant at some point.
Oh, there we go. It was a power plant. Great. Perfect. Are you going to show us how that power plant worked? Are you going to show us all the intricacies of how that using, you don't even have to use, let's say, modern technologies to explain this, but we understand how power plants work, even on a battery sense, or even on hooking up a bike to a fan blade and using power that way, and how it transfers the kinetic power into. Who am I kidding? You're not going to fucking say anything.
Just here to remind you, they did all this by hand. All of these statues and these dudes and these people.
Let's see, the statue of David, the statue of Venus with no arms, all done by hand. She had arms actually, but they fell off because that's where the seams were. But yeah, they did them all by hand.
On here, all by hand. Perfectly done by hand.
Okay, so did you go up there and actually crawl around and make sure they're perfect and measure everything to show that they were exactly symmetrical down to what degree of error did you go up and measure between, say, the left arm and the right arm?
No tech. No tech. That's what they say. This structure was not originally built to be a church. In the old world, in the old Tartarian civilization, this was a power plant or a power harnessing structure to get the etheric or atmospheric free energy and disperse it throughout the area. This was like a pylon. These are all pylons and stuff. And they were dispersing free energy to the different buildings. All these buildings with these antennas everywhere, that's what that was. These old buildings, they harnessed the ether that was shot out from these power plants. You're looking at the inside of...
They couldn't be things like, you know, lightning rods to make sure that lightning didn't strike any other structures, since they tend to be the tallest building in a city, right? I mean, that would be like a scientific reason. And they didn't make them like gold and metallic so they shined brightly in the sun, so everyone knew where the church was, as kind of like the awe-inspiring aspect of it, right? You know, to kind of mimic God's hand coming down or something.
Of an old world power distribution center. How did they build this? How did they hoist all this stuff up with no technology, no cranes? How did they do that in the 1300s, guys? Let me see a show of hands of people who believe that they did not build this in the 1300s with no tech or no abilities. Are y'all seeing the magnificence of this? You see that random guy at the top of that pylon right there?
What do we think he's going to talk about, that random guy? I mean, I can see butt cheeks. Does that mean the front is metallic? I'm just curious.
They put that guy up there. That's marble. That's marble. They put that marble dude on top of this pylon. How did they get that up there? So these buildings, I'm telling you, like, they tried to destroy these buildings during World War II to get rid of the evidence.
Oh, Jesus. Please don't tell me he's going to say they destroyed all the bells in World War II, too, to get rid of the 432 frequency bullshit, because that one is fucking hilarious. Let's see. We're in a world war. We have a country who doesn't have a lot of metal as far as ore in its borders. It needs to make shell casings out of metal and specifically brass. But they have all these church bells lying around that they could possibly melt down and use, or they could, I don't know, try to import it from somewhere else that they might be at war with. Explain that one to me. What makes more sense? They melted it because of the frequency that they're trying to hide, and because the bells were healing, and God knows what the fucking else it is on the conspiracy, or they needed the metal to make rounds for a war.
And I strongly believe that Christ reigned. The millennial reign already happened, and they hid that information. And a lot of these buildings are connected to that. The point of this video is to get you to open your eyes and question the mainstream and doubt what they say, because they're lying about this building. They're lying about history. They're giving you made up, fabricated facts and providing proof, fake proof.
Fake proof and fabricating facts. You know, we could use that to describe this video. All right, moron, check. Oh, hold up. We got 14,000 views by, it looks like, a UFO in Tartaria. Tartaria map, more AI slop. Ancient Tartaria and the deliberate sinking of the Titanic. Yeah, those are connected. Oh God. 440,000 views of We Buried the Past. Okay, let's do this. Let's watch the 440,000 views, because I want to know how many conspirators in their mom's basement are jerking off to this video.
Remember when I said I lived on top of an old castle fort because of this long, low wall that seems to be made of old material? Well,
what classifies as old material, by the way? And what environment are you in? It looks like temperate. It looks like it could be moss. It could be eating away at concrete. I mean, that could be from I don't know, it could be rocks stacked from the 1900s and some kind of cement over it from the 1930s. Who knows? The problem is like if there's no drainage and there's a lot of moss, it's going to eat through the shit and make it look old. But let's see what else she has to say.
I want you to think about this for a second while you look at this tree right there. There's about 500 trees on my property. But look at this main one, okay? Let's just look at that tree right here, which is pretty tall.
I'm alternating between some kind of satirical comment or a dirty joke. I don't know which one to go with.
Okay, look at this. Tabi-tabi po, Nuno. See that right there?
Good night, Whale Panties. Thank you for stopping by. And you know what? You're swell too. Oh, and who said it earlier? Remember, every hole has a chance for glory? Look at this one.
That's not the bottom of a tree.
Look at that one.
This is the top of a tree where it starts branching out. This is a top of a tree. The trunk of this tree is way, way deep. Let me back.
Okay, look. To prove your point, let's forget the fact that you're just using "trust me, bro" for a minute, and let's just sit there and say, to prove your point, you have something to show like your point, like I don't know, an old picture that shows that particular V and the glory hole in the middle of it is way above the ground, or that there's been no excavating or fill in or anything else has been done anywhere along that property, or here's one. Maybe use LiDAR to see how far down the trunk goes before the roots start.
Up. Way, way deep. Okay, again, that splits out. Okay, a tree has roots, and then a trunk, and then it branches. That is a top of a tree. There's the branches. So the
Trust her, she knows wood.
Trunk goes really deep, probably 2/3 of the way down, right? The ratio of trees. That definitely backs up my theory of this low wall being atop of some sort of castle fort.
Okay, great. You have a theory. You have the hypothesis of sorts. And you're on TikTok with 400,000 views, and you're not showing anything of this thing that we call evidence. Just your uninformed, ignorant opinion of what you think things are. Here's a comment. Take me back to when she starts digging. Yeah, good answer. I would really like you to dig everything up. This is why I love the comment sections. People are in here taking the piss out of her stupid theories, but yet she will never reply to any of them. Nope, nothing. Of course not. Oh, what? All right, it's midnight. We've been doing this for 3.5 hours. I got to get up early in the morning. Let's do a round robin of sorts. Let's get ready to pack up for tonight. Look, I don't like doing reaction videos because I think they're dumb. I think it's easy to do, but yet I see the irony in the fact that I've done some reaction videos for tonight. Here's the thing. They have a place, and they can be entertaining. And I don't mind throwing them in every once in a while because TikTok is, well, shit. My opinion of TikTok. It's a dumpster fire that you can't turn away from. It's the train wreck of all train wrecks that you are compelled to look at. And yeah, that's kind of why I'd sit there and go through some of the stuff and look at it, because it's annoyingly irritating, but also entertaining in a very weird sense. And I don't know how to reconcile that difference sometimes. So you're stuck with whatever it is I feel like watching. But, we had a lot of fun tonight. We were able to, demonstrate that by August 12th, I think it was, or August 26th, whatever day the gravity's supposed to stop, make sure you're indoors in your 7-second lockdown so that the governments can take over. Don't look into things like Project Anchor and the $86 billion budget that doesn't exist. Make sure you don't go on Google Earth with a feather and point out different things that show up as for the Leviathan off of Virginia. And the fake snowstorm that no one knows how they're making. Or it could be a weather pattern that you could have tracked for the last week and a half. Dr. Steven Alonso is not a doctor and full of shit. So make sure if you are in any of his streams or any of his chats, you ask him about it, because York University has no record of him entering a program there, much less getting a PhD and writing a dissertation. Let's see. We found out that Mike had a lot of meat to eat. I'm sure they got it from the giant caves where the fossilized meat is, and they just rehydrated it, threw on the grill, and called it a day. Yeah. What else did we cover today? We covered conspiracies that people actually believe. I like Kathy's answer. I thought that was a good one. I also I liked one of Mike's answers, basically because of my video that he was talking about. The Rubik's one, I'm not buying into. But it doesn't mean that we shouldn't question things. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't look into things. But I think we're all aware that there's a big difference between how we look at things and how we can be open-minded to evidence and what our standard of evidence is. If our evidence is a lady on TikTok pointing to a cement wall saying it's old and I live on top of the castle and this tree is the top of the tree with no supporting evidence, we can kind of file that away as under the file of bullshit and move on. That's what we do. And that's something I appreciate doing. I love the opportunity to be able to teach. I love the opportunity to poke fun at and mock and show stupid ideas. But at the same time, I hope everyone enjoys the fact that we try to take a minute to learn about it, because I don't know everything. I didn't know anything about the Cathedral of Milan. I just knew it had been taking lots of years to build. I didn't know it was 600 fucking years. That kind of puts a new context into things. What's the cathedral? I think it's in Madrid or Barcelona that's been ongoing for 600, 700, 800 years now, and they're constantly building onto it. It's like nonstop. So, yes, Mike was choking his chicken before he ate it. I think, isn't that what he said? I don't remember. But yeah, it's been a fun night. I greatly appreciate all the support, all the super chats, all the memberships. I appreciate, even if you don't have a membership in super chat, I appreciate the fact that you're here and you're hanging out with us, having an enjoyable night, and watching me rant and rave. And to be perfectly honest, it's fun having you guys here and interacting with you guys, and kind of, sharing derp together. Because if you're here watching it with me, I don't feel like my brain is getting as smoothed out as quickly. It's like a shared trauma that we're all sharing, and we're all sharing the amount of trauma. So it's only it's smaller amounts, and the more people we add to it. Rave, there's an idea for a meetup. Hey, look, hey, Still City, we can do a rave. That's fine. We learned that Mike's wife is much cuter than she is. Yes, we definitely learned that. It's knowing how to ask questions. Yeah, you can ask all the fucking questions you want, but if you're not asking the right questions, you're just asking stupid questions. And anyone who said there's no such thing as stupid questions, never learned how to ask a question. That's a coping mechanism, because there absolutely is stupid questions. CSA needs to go find something. Oh, hey, CSA, are you still going to do trivia night or trivia afternoon before the Humblies while you're here? I hope you're still here. If not, I'll reach out to you on Discord. For those who don't know, CSA, go subscribe to his channel, first and foremost. He'll be doing a pregame for the Humblies. The Humblies will be at 3 o'clock on Sunday, Eastern time. So that's 8 p.m. UTC. So from there, you can figure out what your time zone is. We will have 4 guest presenters. We will have, we should have a good show. We're going to give our end of year awards. It's been a long time coming. We've had scheduling issues. We have sicknesses. We had work doing its best to break me more than TikTok does. It's been an adventure of sorts to get the Humblies off the ground, but it's our first time around. Next year will be better. Next thing, and also right after the Humblies, we're going right into Top Left season. So I'll be working with the Dream Team on those. If you want to contribute, you want to give clips, you want to do everything else to help out, by all means, all welcomed. But at the same time, make sure you're doing your voting. Voting is key. Although it might take some bribing of the Drunk Debunk Show, Toon, and Craig. Yes, you will. Okay. So everyone, if you're here, go sub to CSA if you want to participate in a little bit of trivia night or a little bit of trivia before we kick off the Humblies. He is pre-gaming us. He is going to be setting you guys up. I don't know if he'll be drinking rum on stream, but he should. But if not, that's fine too. Yeah, go ahead and get your, go ahead and go over there and visit with him before we do the Humblies. Again, Humblies, 3 o'clock. CSA, I will be putting out, let me know when you have your thing scheduled, and I will send you, I will put it into a post on Discord as well as on my channel to direct people there. So without further ado, I'd like to again thank all of you guys for your support, for being here, for helping out the channel, supporting the channel, as well as supporting out tonight's stream. I would think the world of each and every one of you. I appreciate the entertainment that you brought and surviving this derpitude with me, because, wow, we had a lot tonight, and it was some pretty, I think it was lower than Short Bus. I don't know how much lower you can get. I mean, Steel City probably has an analogy we could use on that one. So I'd like to wish you guys all a wonderful night, and thank you for everything. And we're going to go out with Roger's theme song, because there's a longer theme song. I think, I don't remember which one of this is. We'll go out with Roger Rabbit's theme song. Oh, I know what I got to do. Hold on. Let me go to Discord. I shared it with Kayla. It's that one. It's this one.
In a world of curves, one man draws a straight line and then trips over it. The shadows stretch long on a tabletop floor. Old Roger is knocking at the firmament door with a compass that's broken and a map made of lies. He's painting a ceiling on the infinite skies. Pull the curtain, dim the light. The globe is a ghost in the middle of the night. Oh, it's Roger Rabbit's doing physics, baby, where the facts are blurred and the logic is hazy. No gravity here, just a heavy-set soul falling up and down in the rabbit hole. It's a two-dimensional technicolor sin. Watch the world flatten out as the brass kicks in. So pull up a chair, watch the pancakes spin. Roger's got a theory. Let the madness be.